Gretchen staged a whole photo shoot just so she could take a FaceTime call from Shannon. Of course you take the cake, Gina. It's why they say, take the cake. She takes the cake. And no more hats with quotes on them, Tamra. That's my opinion. It's my opinion. Welcome to Showmance, guys, the only show on the internet doing deep dives on shows with no depth.
Shows as shallow as Tamra's threats to leave her gig as the OC's premier tantrum-throwing lunatic.
No one told Tamra about quiet quitting. She's like, what? Quiet what? No, thank you.
By the way, no one's told me about quiet quitting. Is this a thing?
Yeah, all the kids are doing it.
Oh, but did the kids even have... I don't mean this in a nasty way. I just feel
Whoa, kids at her.
This is one funny thing about this specific one. Like, there are things that, like, you hear about that are like a generational thing. Like, I think it's a Gen Z thing. I don't know. But like a lot of them, like you'll at least like experience it or witness it at some point. Like, this is something I've literally only seen on TikTok, like, or like in the comments or like as jokes. I've never heard of anyone that's known anyone that's done this. I certainly don't know anyone that's done this.
Is it just like an Irish goodbye, but for quitting?
No, that's what it seems like, but it's more like just kind of not doing anything. Like you're just not going to do anything at work anymore. And then
I had it wrong.
Eventually that maybe you don't show up. Like I don't think it's like, I think there's probably
phase yourself out.
Yeah, but I don't think it has to do with actually quitting. It has to do with just being like,
I'm just going to slink away until nobody notices me.
Like, no, and I keep getting my paycheck.
You know what someone should do at the reunion? Because these people like to bring receipts and poster boards and printouts of screenshots.
Yeah.
Someone should make a hat that says, "The girl who cried quit," and give it to Tamra so she could add it to all of her hats that say, "I don't cook, but I like to stir the pot. That's my opinion." Like, please, whoever's watching this from OC, do that and bring it to the reunion.
Yeah.
Also,
you're welcome.
AGT's over. Thank you to those of you who watched.
Now there's a dude at my house all day long.
Yeah. Wait, you're at our house. So I've been catching up on the OC. I've been watching. And in regards to people printing, I got some questions too. But in regards to people printing things out, when Tamra printed out the thing that Gretchen had sent or something, but everybody's like, "Oh, you had to print it out? Why'd you have to print it out?" And she's like, "I had to print it out because I'm freaking old. I can't see."
Oh,
that shit was funny.
That was when Jenn started following Jeff on
That's
Instagram.
That's right. Yeah.
Allegedly. The start of this episode was so dumb. They did not need to start with Jenn and Gretchen just getting lunch randomly. Like, we got it. Gretchen, we've heard the business plan you're rolling out as to how this wasn't your fault.
Yeah.
And I don't think that she's fully apologized to to Tamra for what she did. I think she's kind of like half taken responsibility for the fact that she wished she never said it, but she still said when she was sitting down with Jenn, she was like, "I'm just so mad at Slate for bringing it up." And I really wonder, were you so... No, you can't. I was just going to say, were you so drunk that you don't remember saying it in the car? But then you got back to the house and they wanted to talk to him. And Gretchen, the defense's case doesn't hold water. This makes no sense. Who cares? You said it. Just say, "I'm sorry. I fucking can't stand you." And I said something I shouldn't have said, and I'm really sorry.
Yeah, and let me tell you, these other broads, they were enjoying themselves with this story too. Just so you know, your friends all think it's funny.
I don't think Heather did. Heather's I think Heather took the crown of my new favorite housewife.
Well, on this show, she easily is, because there's just like no one else really to like.
But who was your other favorite housewife?
Adrienne Maloof was number one.
Oh, you mean
of all the housewives?
Hold on, you haven't watched that much.
That's true.
Yeah, you can't say that because you've never seen Atlanta, New York, Jersey.
I still think she would be my favorite.
She wouldn't, and I love her.
But she didn't seem to like. She thought it was funny, the singing thing, but when they got to the when 36 was talking about and then they had the thing to stop recording and they didn't know it, blah blah blah.
36 is Slade.
Yeah.
Slain Slannery.
Slain Slannery.
Yeah,
is
I
his
just I don't
Christian
know
name.
if everyone's gonna catch on to that.
Well, they should.
Okay,
Like and
36
subscribe.
will always mean Slade.
36 of 50.
Because if someone says Slain Slannery, you know it's
Yeah.
Slade Smiley. It's
Yeah.
close enough.
Yeah.
But that's his Christian name. I use his nickname. So she didn't seem like she was interested in all the sexy stuff. She just thought it was funny that she was more interested in the song, it seemed like.
Well, yeah, but like even in the car, she's the one that said, "I'm calling Slade." Like she was gonna get Slade on the phone, and I don't think Tamra would have like loved to know that Heather was basically gonna bring Slade into the conversation. On
Was she or was it Emily?
Heather's the one that she had her phone out, and she goes, "That's it, I'm calling Slade." So like it just like again, it doesn't mean that she wanted to hear about the sexual adventures that Tamra had between husbands. But or not, who knows? Who can tell? Allegedly, I don't think anybody. I even don't want people to start getting that they even have Slade in their contacts to call. I would like him to just exit.
Well, he's not going to exit left with Gretchen because they're life partners.
Yeah.
After that silly little, I don't even know what that was setting us up for, except it was just cementing Gretchen's story.
Is a lying liar who lies.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, and we've all caught on to it. It was just a waste of time.
Yeah.
So much of this episode was a waste of time. The next scene where Tamara's putting up her fake flowers, which is bad feng shui. I just want to tell everyone, fake flowers is bad feng shui.
Yeah.
Then Eddie comes in from his bike ride with his skull American flag t-shirt.
I have a
Bang, bang, bang.
legitimate question about this dude. Is he ex-military?
No, I think he just has terrible style.
Yeah. He just lives in Orange County.
Okay,
Yeah.
You
dude.
know him.
No, I'm afraid I do. It's not a funny thing. The black boots with red shoelaces, where I come from, means one thing: that you're a fucking racist. And all the shit that he wears is like, last week I was going to say it, but I didn't. Tamra's Raptor, that truck that I'm like loving, I'm pretty sure that's his. It's got an American flag. Like, America, fucking hell yeah. But like, that's a guy who drives a Raptor with the American flag and American shit and rifles and black boots with red shoelaces. Like, that's a dude. That's a type of dude. And it was curious
I just thought
to
he
me.
was a dude with bad style.
Well, that's the two things can be true. It just like this episode, I noticed it last week, and then he had something. I was like, oh, weird. Like, well, he's like what's the Ed Hardy guy? I'm like, he's just that guy.
Yeah.
And then this week, I was like, oh wait, that's your truck. What the fuck, leather? You have a bike? Why do you have black? Why did you swap your laces? Like, it just one after the other. And I was like, is he ex-military or is he a Proud Boy? That was the real question I have.
Wow.
And if your answer is a no to ex-military, Eddie.
Okay, maybe I need to do. I didn't think Eddie has been. I'm gonna look. This
It also
up.
is like the thing that's like how I say, like in these shows they film so much that everything is that they put in means something.
Yeah.
It was a legit shot of his boots.
Oh my God.
So like, why?
And someone then in the crew knows that.
Why
Yeah.
are we doing this?
Does
right?
Eddie know that he's Mexican?
But so is the leader of the Proud Boys.
Oh,
Or it's
is
like
Eddie the
something.
leader of the Proud Boys?
They look very similar. It's gonna be his cousin.
I don't see anything about him. No, he studied business administration in college.
Don't they all?
Well, also while keeping one foot in the fitness industry.
Mm-hmm. Just
Yeah.
in case everything went down.
Okay. Wow. Well,
Listen, I'm not saying anything, but it was a curious
Okay,
couple of shots.
okay. Well, that's a lot.
Film shots, not pow shots.
The AI answer is red and black bootlaces can signify a range of meanings, but in the context of the punk and skinhead scenes, red laces often symbolized anti-racism within the punk community or violence, like spilling blood for the cause, while black laces typically indicate a desire for neutrality. However, the lace code is largely outdated.
It is outdated, but black
So is
boots
Eddie.
and red laces mean all kinds of bad things. And then some punk rocker kids we're like, no, we're a fucking straight edge piece, and that's what they're okay.
Yeah,
cool.
like I grew up
that
with kids
block,
like that.
that block, it means
not
that.
Eddie.
Everywhere else, it means
Yeah.
not happy stuff.
Particularly with some skinhead groups, red laces could symbolize a willingness to fight or spill blood for your cause, potentially including racist ideologies. Well, Jesus Christ, this was not on my bingo card.
Not at all.
Yeah.
God, and I thought the fake flowers were the worst thing in that scene, or the most offensive thing in that scene.
I think the most offensive thing in that scene is for Tamra to go, when he comes in and goes, oh, Lucy, I'm home. And she's like, you got to get a new thing. You've been saying this to me for the last 15 years. And I'm like, the fact that anyone's been saying anything to you for 15 years straight is a blessing.
The only thing in this scene that really jumped out at me, because I didn't know what Mike knew about shoelaces, it was basically what you were just saying when about like the Heather stuff, because Tamra was sitting there with Eddie and she goes, I'm also really upset with Heather because apparently she was kind of gunning for this to get this story told by Slane Slannery about me allegedly having sex with this guy, and she was really here for like her spilling the tea, Gretchen spilling the tea. And they flash back and they show Emily saying this to Tamra. That's Emily. That's not what happened at all. She wasn't. First of all, Emily, you left yourself out of it. You were the one that was like, give me the phone. I want to call him. And to what Mike's point just was, Heather said, I don't really want to hear about the sex stuff. I want to hear about the song. This is weird.
Yeah.
Let's stop talking about this. And when Tamra watches this, she's going to realize that Heather wasn't lying, and you're going to have fucking egg on your face.
And I think it was last week's episode in one of Heather's interviews, she was saying something like, oh, I don't care about that, and I really don't care. I don't want to hear about that. But we do still want to hear the song.
Yeah.
Like, it was like a funny bit.
And that's funny.
And that's funny.
She's funny.
She is funny.
We do say she's funny.
So, yeah, I think she's stayed pretty
that.
consistent to about not caring about who she banged and just wanting to hear about this song that she sang.
Yeah.
And what it was like.
And it's annoying to me that Emily did that, because I find that to be shady and deliberate. Like, you didn't mess up saying that, leaving yourself out. You did that because you didn't want to include yourself in it when you were directly saying this to Tamra, and I just think that kind of sucks.
Yeah.
I'm not appreciative of that behavior.
Here's the thing, though. Like, I have worked on TV basically my entire adult career. It's what I've always wanted to do, pretty much. I love a story. I love characters. I love all the things. And I like reality TV shows. I don't love the Housewives, but I'm doing my homework and trying to catch up. But I like these shows, and they always trick me, right? And then once I like snap back to it, I'm like, no, dude, it's just, these are characters, and this is a plot, this is a storyline, a setting. Just because it's called a reality show doesn't mean anything different. They're still casting real people in real life that fit the bill of an arc and a story and a whatever, right? And all of them, if you kind of take yourself out and can layer all these shows, you'll kind of see a pattern. We talk about it on The Bachelor all the time. And Nellie's like, oh, I can't believe. I'm like, well, it's episode 7. It happens every year on episode 7. This happens.
She doesn't remember anything, though, in all fairness.
This is true. Yeah, totally.
I'm the gullible one. She's Dory the fish.
Yeah. But this is the popular kid, like the popular clique storyline. There's always 2 people fighting for the main girl spot, right? And I think Emily is Danielle from Summer House. Like, so you've always got this in this arc, in this storyline, you've always got 2 people fighting for that, who's going to be the top girl. There's the top girl, and then there's somebody who's trying to be the top girl. They've split the group because of the minions. They're never going to be the top girl unless something crazy happens. So you got to pick a side and fucking cross your fingers. But then there's one that's got to play both sides of the fence and be the shit stirrer and always be like, well, you know what she said. And I don't know if you've heard, but I just a minute ago, because this is your party and I'm not sure. That's fucking Emily. She's just the one that's
so true.
Going around just like Danielle on Summer House does. Just going around telling everybody, hey, I don't know if you know this, but like, and it happens. I don't know what you call that person or what you call that player in the game, but that's who Emily is.
The only difference between those two is because everything you're saying is totally accurate.
Yeah.
And this is season 19. He's just slid in, and now I've never thought of that.
I got you guys figured out.
That association, but Emily's just like the older, lazier version because Danielle's like on the go. She's like,
for sure. Well, she is older and
Emily's
tired.
just, and Emily has just figured out a way to
Plus all
do the
that
most
working
and
out.
do the least. You know?
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, we move on to one of my favorite things, which is kintsugi. Do you know what this is?
No.
Okay. It's this really beautiful Japanese art form that when something breaks, they fix it with gold, like 14 karat gold. And it's just a really beautiful representation that like you're the most beautiful and spots that you're broken and this is healing and whatever. I absolutely am obsessed with it. I actually lead a kintsugi meditation. So there you go.
I find out too much more about you that I don't need to know.
I know. Everybody's like, tell us more about yourselves. I'm like, Then once I was like, you guys are so cool. I'm like,
I'm telling you, I've
not.
been on that front from the beginning. I'm like, talk to them. I'll leave.
Talk to them.
If you're interested, let me know. There's some pink tourmaline up in that meditation and it's pretty great. Okay? Anyway. So I just was very excited when they went to go do it. And I know it was like not a real version of kintsugi. They weren't actually doing it.
Oh, thank God. I was on pins and needles.
Well, I knew they weren't going to do it. They don't know what they're doing.
Is it kintsugi then?
I mean, no, but we'll let it
official
pass.
kintsugi.
Listen, not to sound like a total lame ass, but I think that would be fun. Like, I get that. I get the whole idea.
Thank
I
you,
just
Mike.
get it. It makes sense to me.
Yeah, exactly. We'll leave Natalie at home.
I could listen. I'm not going to think of them right now, but you guys can think of anything funner to do. Like that's the thing that's
I
on
can think
your
of
list.
100 funner things to
but
do.
that's
But like
like-
it's
I
like
don't know.
a
You guys seem pretty pumped on
bonsai
this.
and that thing. I
Bonsai?
Oh, yeah, I wanna
bonsai
learn
would
how
be
to do a
fun.
bonsai
Yeah, totally.
trimming,
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I watched a video of a guy. He had a thing and he did another tree and did like that. And then a couple months later, he sawed this tree off, and the tree was going in all kind of curvy ways. It was cool, but it's 2 trees.
Okay, well, we'll leave you at home.
We'll
for the
start a
bonsai.
different channel
Yeah,
for
exactly.
that. Mike and Courtney's and bonsai and kintsugi.
Yeah, exactly. Mike and Court's Adventures. Mark and Cork's Adventures.
Mike
Okay,
and
so-
Court's Asian Adventures.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
We're on to something here.
Yeah.
Comment down below
Exactly.
if you want to see it.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway, back to kintsugi. First of all, Shannon really does make me LOL. Like the
No,
fact
me
that she
too.
shows up so disheveled with the
Dude.
glasses broken. It's a
Literally-
comedy.
No, they're the old Paris. They're the old version of Paris and Nicole. I want to see like The Simple Life with these two.
With Heather and Shannon.
1,000,000%.
they
Send
basically
these
did
two
that.
out.
It's
Heather-
called Crappy Lake, and it's with Sonia Morgan and Luann Countess.
But I
Luann
need
de
it with
Lesseps.
these two ladies.
But they were from New York, the Real Housewives of New York.
Yeah.
They tried it.
I'm gonna need these two ladies.
It was kind of funny.
on a Thelma and Louise type adventure. And
Oh my
it
God,
would be
Shannon
the
would be amazing.
Funniest fucking thing you ever saw in your life. Like I didn't even realize the glasses were broken until they like she's straight up. But she came in, she was just like, "Oh, I just got my shitty glasses," and like, "Oh, that's cool that you have shitty glasses." And then they cut and like, "No, they're not shitty. They're
cockeyed.
broken.
They're missing an
The
arm.
whole arm is gone." Like, she's hilarious.
She is a good time.
Yeah.
Okay, this is where Shannon brings up the stuff, like just informs Heather, hey, just so you know, everyone was laughing at the fact that like you're doing Groundlings. They don't think you're a comedian. I just want to be very clear about something. Heather has never said, I'm a stand-up comedian. Taking classes at the Groundlings doesn't mean necessarily there are stand-up comedians that take classes there, and there are actors like me who have taken classes there. You don't have to be like, I've taken improv classes. You take these because it keeps you sharp. It's fun. You get in front of casting directors. Well, it should just be because it's fun because I want to do it. Like she's not sitting here saying like I'm the next fucking Chris Rock or whoever's a modern day comedian.
But she has done stand-up.
Yeah, she did say that she had done stand-up before.
She has, but my point is she's not saying, hi, I'm Heather, I'm a stand-up comedian. She's saying I've done stand-up before.
Yeah.
She says I'm a comedic actress. Like I've been on sitcoms, which she has.
I think this is a case, and maybe because it's Orange County, like it's weird to us because we basically grew up here in Hollywood.
I didn't. I grew up in the country.
I mean, like our adult careers and whatever have been kind of surrounded by this stuff. So, like, if you're not around it, then someone taking an acting class is weird and funny and like, oh, what she's doing? What, like, what a nerd! Oh my god, oh, you're gonna be a fucking actor now, even if you've had some credits. So I think this was like, listen, I think this show is silly and all, like everything is so not manufactured, but just blown out of proportion because it has to be, right? But this is a silly one. This is one that I don't think I can fucking get, like, what is it called? Suspended disbelief or whatever. Like, I can't get past that with this one because, like, she's an actor. Like, she's not Angelina Jolie, but she has credit. This is her past life.
Like 4 people in the acting industry are. There's thousands of actors out there, and nobody knows their names.
I'm just like, I don't think, I think this is a dumb storyline. And I think that the other girls were more, they don't understand. Like, they don't understand what a Groundlings class is. They don't understand what an improv class is. They don't understand what actors do to learn their craft, to stay fresh, to come back from raising kids and wanting to dip back. Like, they don't get it. They don't understand what you have to do, right? So, and it's all silly, like, to someone who doesn't understand it. It's silly. Like, oh, you're a fucking actor, okay, you know?
Well,
so I think that it's more, I don't think it's so much these girls being mean and trying to put Heather down as much as they just don't understand what.
It's just them being culturally illiterate.
It's not even culturally. It's like, what's the word for, like, a job?
The word for a job?
It's like
occupationally illiterate.
It's occupationally illiterate.
Right, but it's very much like Gina knows as much of, I assume the creative arts to Gina is probably like, how can I squiggle my mustard on my coney dog? Like, she's very
Probably.
like, and I think Orange County as a whole is oddly removed from the arts, even though they're like, with my driving 45 minutes away.
There's no
And with my
arts.
driving, it's a good hour and a half, 2 hours.
Yeah. Laguna Beach. That's the only pocket
just
of
gonna say
Orange
that's
County
artsy. Yeah,
that is
yeah.
super artsy.
Yeah.
And like tons of galleries. Like, it's amazing.
Yeah.
If you're in the area, check it out.
Yeah, Laguna Beach is phenomenal.
Yeah. But that's it. Like, there's nothing else. There's no other art. Like, that doesn't exist down there.
If you watch the after show, at some point in the after show, Heather literally just says, like, I actually don't care that the rest of the cast doesn't know or they're not, like, they don't get what I'm doing there. And I feel like it took her, I feel like she reacted to everything, like, in the moment on the show. And then it probably took her 2 minutes to be like, why do I care what these idiots? They don't know anything. Like, these are the most removed people from every part of my life. Like, it has nothing to do with what these people are doing on the reg. And I think it's why she wants to get to Beverly Hills so bad. Yeah. And I kind of feel like she's just now being vocal about wanting to go to Beverly Hills, which I assume she's probably wanted to, I would say probably for 5 years. Like, if we're hearing about it vocally now and she's actually just like saying, yeah, I like that, you know, then I think she's probably wanted to for a while. And I think that there is sort of a, what's the word? It's like a metaphor kind of for the work, like all of the work and all of the training and the preparation and like the planning and everything. Like, I feel like Heather's never been able to get to where she's been trying to go because she did have 100 kids and she's a soap opera person. And then when she was a sitcom, so I feel like wasn't she on like the Nick at Night one? Like, what TV Land or
No, she did.
She did something for a couple seasons.
Yeah, but
she had her own 1 hour where called That's Life that she did for 2 seasons, which is.
But I'm saying,
lot,
like, was she on the CBSs and the NBCs,
Yes.
or was she on?
Yeah.
I thought she was on TV Land with Betty White.
No, that was when she was on OC. She was on. It's not Spin City. It was her, Jenny Garth, and someone else, and it was like, was it Rob Schneider's show? It was on, I think it was on NBC. No, she's done like major
I know that, like, I'm not trying to
sitcoms.
say that she's not done a lot, but I just feel like I just feel like the sitcoms, like, you're not seeing this bitch in Modern Family. Like, I feel like Bravo's keeping her in Orange County, like Hollywood has kept her on Nick at Night and those kinds of just, you know, she's had a lot of credits. She's had like 87 credits. I looked at it, but those could be also including like her producer credits. I don't know.
You know who her buddy is? Danny from the Valley.
Her buddy is Danny from the Valley?
Yeah, they probably hang out.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I thought you meant for real. No, it's exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, give
I didn't
Heather
watch the
her hopes
after
and
show,
dreams
but,
already.
Oh, Men Behaving Badly. That was the one that she was on it that I think was Rob Schneider. But she did Married with Children, Men Behaving Badly, Jenny Garth's sitcom. She was on Norm, Stark Raving Mad.
Listen, I read all of these earlier. I know what her credits are, but I don't think a lot of people have seen her on TV aside from when she did the Betty White for 2 years. Like that was her longest stint, I think, as a sitcom actress. I think Heather could I think she is so fucking hireable, and
Totally.
I think we're getting to the place where people want to see their favorite housewives in their shows.
I think she'll start working again. I do.
If Stephen A. Smith from ESPN, has his first take, you're starting to like Stephen A. Smith.
Yeah, I do like him. I've always liked him though.
But like, how long have you known about Stephen A. Smith?
Just right now, just learning about him.
This is the guy that does this on ESPN with his own show, right?
Yeah, if he does First Take.
Yeah, I've known him for several years.
But
the ESPN has been going on high blast in this house we've been together for 16 years. So
Stephen A.
do the
Smith
math.
Flaming Gretchen, I'm telling you.
So I guess what I'm saying is like a lot of people know who Stephen A. Smith is. Like if you don't watch ESPN 24 hours a day like I do, or like sports people do, like Stephen A. Smith has his own show. He's a sports guy. He was a reporter, and now is like one of the biggest dudes on ESPN.
And he will rip on Bill Maher too. Yeah. I mean, not rip on Bill. I mean, he will go on Bill Maher and hold his own to where you're like, you're into politics too. Like,
so like this is a new thing that he's
great.
like this last year. I don't know what has gotten into him. And he's great on the show. Like he can debate. Like he knows sport. So you're like, no, Stephen A. Smith. He's amazing. He's been on like I think General Hospital or Days of Our Lives.
I love that.
He's got like a recurring role that he does every once in a while.
That's so good.
It's hilarious. He went on Bill Maher and like was not like on the panel and fucking murdered.
Yeah, smoked.
Like he's been on a couple other like CNBC or MSNBC or Foxes or whatever, like smoking people, like really good.
But people hate him.
They're not a big fan of Stephen A. But then he'll go back on his show afterwards and everybody on his show will give him shit like, oh, Stephen A. for president. Oh, yeah, what up, Stephen? So like they fuck with him because they think it's funny and then they'll give him shit about being on General Hospital or whatever. But I think that there's such a long, weird way to be like, yeah, if Stephen A. Smith can do it, Heather fucking Dubrow can do it. 100% do it.
Yeah, I'm ready for her to get everything she's ever wanted.
By the way, I think she's gotten basically everything she's ever wanted. It's just this one last component because her life seems pretty fucking lovely.
Yeah.
The only other thing that was said at this Kintsugi whatever that they're doing playtime was Heather and Shannon started talking about the fact that, you know, Tamra is incapable of having like a calm conversation, or even if you are having a heated conversation, just talking like a regular person. She goes from 0 to 60 in the blink of an eye. And again, like we see it in this episode, and it's just so, I just wonder, like, Tamra, how do you, it's got to be just her coming to work, what you always say. Because I just don't know how you're watching this and not recognizing everyone's hip to my game. It's bad behavior. It's tired. Because it is tired.
There's
like
somebody, I just, it's so cheesy, but I want to be like, who hurt you? I'm on the who hurt you train right now. And listen, I'm new, so you can hate me all you want. But I have started to go back and start watching, and I'm reading and trying to do some research and just get caught up. Something's going on. I'm on the who hurt you train. Like I think I think I don't know what, something happened to that lady.
Yeah, no, something definitely did. I just don't care anymore. And that's where I have gotten. Everyone has come to a point where they ask the Jaxes and the Tamras of the world, you know, like, what happened? Like, this isn't just come out of nowhere.
No, that makes
Clearly
sense.
there was a defining moment somewhere. And she talks about all that. Early season, she talks about having a bunch of shit. But you can't, it's no excuse anymore after 19 seasons. It just is.
That's what I was going to say. It gets to, like, we all have come from the place with Shannon and all of these characters, like Jax included, who hurt you. Like, what's going on that you feel the need to be so reactionary and to cut to the white meat? Like, it's so gross.
It's so gross and weird.
Hard to watch.
Just like, it's just trashy, and like the yelling, the screaming, like the visceral, like her eyes are like popping out of her head, you know, like obviously all of that comes from somewhere. But when you get to be on a show like this, the one huge upside is like how many people in this world would be so different if they had a camera on them even for 6 months and just were able to see like the patterns of their life. And like, I feel like people would live whole new lives if they were able to just like watch themselves go through days at a time on whatever.
Like a Shannon, a Tamra.
Exactly. Yeah. Because so she doesn't have like, she can't use any of it. None of it means anything to her. She doesn't even, I'm in therapy. You're in therapy for PR. Like, I don't buy that she's in therapy to do anything but be able to come and say that she's in therapy. Yeah. They're just, even if you are the kind of person that can't see it, there's a show on television about you that is showing you and your family who you are every single day, and you still do not change. So I can't help you. Like, you can't be helped.
Well, that's where we get, and you're not there yet because you haven't been watching this for that many seasons. You just get tired of, as my mom says, there's reasons you do things, but there aren't excuses for why you do things. And I think that's where we're all at with Tamra and this behavior. It's like, I understand you had things happening in your childhood. Your dad broke your heart when he left your mom for her best friend. All of that is very traumatic, and no one's trying to say it's not. However, everyone has hard and traumatic things in their life, and it's not an excuse to treat people like dog shit.
Yeah.
Period.
No, all I ever have to do is remember what your mom's story is. And I'm like, everyone can fuck right off.
There are reasons you do things, but not excuses. Yeah. It's brilliant.
Yeah, that's a good one. But the Jax analogy nailed it. Like, for me, I was like, oh, got it. Because like same with Jax, like this last year of the Valley, I was like, don't care, dude. Don't fucking care. This is literally why we have these wines. I should thank Jax Taylor, actually.
Yeah, exactly.
Thanks, Meteor Wine. Thanks, Barry. And thank you, Jax Taylor.
I'd like to thank Jax Taylor for this award of Meteor Wine.
And Jesus.
And Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh, why not?
God,
we're watching
Jesus.
OC. They're Jesus-y.
Yeah.
In between them doing their kintsugi, there was like this, I feel like the editors of this episode were just phoning it in so
weird.
Badly, because we start off with this weird slice of nothingness with Gretchen and Jenn, and then there's this stupid scene with Eddie and Tamra, and then a slice of Gina shopping with Emily, and all we hear again is that Emily doesn't trust Tamra. We know, we've heard all of this. It's 2 seconds of nothing, and then we're into Dawson getting a tattoo. Like, he gets the tattoo, and clearly has a seizure, faints, something.
Yeah, I don't think that was a faint. That was a seizure.
This was the most psychotic scene I have ever seen on TV, scripted or not.
Right.
This dude had a full, I'm assuming, an epileptic seizure.
This is right. Why aren't we talking about this?
And they're giggling afterwards and being like, "You're going to be great for the military." I hate to break it to you, Jen. This boy's not going to make it in. He's not going to make it fast. His physical, he might have epilepsy. Like, this was a full situation, and nobody said a fucking thing about it. The fact that they went, nothing. That was the craziest thing I'd ever seen. What?
Maybe someone doesn't want to go to the military anymore, and they would like to renege their signature.
No way, you can't fake that. His face turned; he was white as a sheet.
Listen, all I'm saying is that the first time this has ever happened? Is that like we just happened to be there to see the first time that this kid has ever had a fucking epileptic seizure? I just think someone might be having some regrets about signing on the dotted line. I don't know. I think like, good call, buddy. Like that's.
I don't know. Like that that flashback. Like I could see that if they didn't put the flashback of him being 12 years old and being
9.
like 9 and being like, I'm getting the fucking Marine Corps here, and like that kid was ready to join the Marines at 9 years old.
I get that, but maybe now, who's joining the freaking Marines today? Like who knows what goes on out there? I don't know who trusts the government anymore enough to sign their life over and go. Especially the Marines is no joke.
You're not wrong, and like I know you love the conspiracy theory. That's
my jam.
That kid should go to Hollywood.
That's in my bio.
If that was not real and that whole scene was fake, then Jennifer should go, his brother should go, he should go. The whole family should come up here and work. They'll be working instantly because she nailed it. The brother fucking nailed it. The kid and they all nailed it.
I didn't think she nailed it. I thought if I was a mother, I would be shaking the shit out of my son. Like, she's like, oh my God, what's happening? What's happening? Like, that's how I saw that scene.
I don't know, dude. She seemed pretty fucking gnar until the end when she was like nervously giggling about it.
I just don't understand. Why are we not talking about what the fuck happened?
But that too, like, I mean, I think she's answering your question.
Hi.
But I just don't. That's not. You can't give the government an episode of The Real Housewives of Orange County.
Why? I mean, you've now, if you want to say that this thing happened, perfect way to tell them that this thing happened is that it's on film. He
is sweating too. That's like you like.
I'd be nervous too if I was about to lie to the government.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes, I fucking would. I really would.
That scene was just wild.
Everything.
That was crazy to me. Like the fact that Jenn wasn't like, he had a seizure, he's never had one before, or he suffers from seizures, we didn't have his medication, like anything. You're the one who, by the way, you brought us into this. I'm only asking questions because you fucking sat us down to watch him get the tattoo.
Yeah.
And now I'm panicked about your son's health.
Yeah.
Like, that was crazy. That was crazy.
And like, I'm just dying to know, like, did you finish the tattoo? Like, I would be like, we're leaving now. Like, and the way that even when it ended and he kind of like came out of it and was drinking his water and whatever. And she's like, you're going to be a great Marine. Like,
yeah, you're going to be great for the military. That's what I was like,
Like, so do you see, like, none of this made any sense. It was all very like calm for like what we all saw. And we're watching it over a fucking shoulder on a camera where she's standing over her son and seeing that. Like, it was just I don't know. The whole thing could be totally real. I don't fucking know, but everything about it just says
Marines,
like,
then I will absolutely be gobsmacked.
Well, he was
you're
supposed to go in June. So what's that kid's name?
I don't know.
Dawson
something.
Jenn's
Creek?
son. Just look up Jenn OC Dawson, something like that. Also, it was very shocking to me that no one in the tattoo parlor was like, oh, this can happen. It's a 1 in a million, but we've seen it before.
Yeah.
Like, what are you all new to planet Earth?
Yeah.
Everyone acted just like he was sneezing a lot.
Yeah.
This person is having a fucking seizure in
his
front of you.
eyes were rolling in the back of a head. Like, that's I don't think that's fainting. I'm not a doctor. I don't know. And I hope I'm not offending anyone off of my conspiracy, but that's kind of what I'm here to do.
100% you are.
What?
I'm just saying. Because you offend people all the time.
I will say this. One time I was at our favorite jewelry store, 14 Carats in Beverly Hills. It's the best. And there was a woman there and this place is packed all the time. It's like they're giving jewelry away. It's always so busy. So for this to happen in this crowded room and for everyone to stop, it's like, what the heck just happened?
Yeah.
There was a woman standing, looking at jewelry. She was standing behind me and she just dropped to the floor and like started convulsing.
Yeah.
And everyone rushed over to her trying to like get her head to stop smacking. Someone screamed, call 911. They did call 911. And the woman was like, no. And then when she came to, she was like, no. Like, it's fine. This happens all the time. Like, don't call 911. She explained what was going on for her, whether she wanted medical treatment or not. That's on her. I have no judgment on that. I'm just saying, like, there was an explanation as to what happened. It wasn't just like she dropped to the floor, she got back up and she's like, oh, can I try on those pave hoops?
Yeah.
Like, that's what we just saw.
Yeah.
He went.
He went.
Yep.
It didn't work then.
Oh my God. Oh, conspiracy theory denied.
I'm still here.
We're at Emily and Shane's house, and basically all I glean from this scene is that Luke seems to be doing better, and that's wonderful. And maybe part of it has to do with, all the therapy he's getting, the doctors that he's seeing, and also the fact that Shane has decided to not give him tough love anymore. But again, I just feel like this scene, it's like, do the producers, do the editors not realize we've covered all of this? And I get it, we're following the storylines, but there's no.
Well, I think what we found out here is that he doesn't have autism, or they don't know, but they're not going to diagnose it.
Yeah.
And so then I just found that Emily really wanted to go on and say, well, he's got like 500 other disabilities.
Like this was I felt for that
lady,
dude
man.
this month. I was like, oh my God, bro. Because I kind of understood what he was saying about like not making it a thing and not making him feel self-conscious about it, and not making him feel abnormal, and just treating all these things like they don't know what's going on. So until we do, let's just roll with the punches in a different way where it doesn't seem like everything's a fucking situation, like, cause like, and again, we're getting back into the like labeling who has what. I think what he has is 10. He's 10. Like he's a 10-year-old boy. Like we're picky eaters. We don't like doing shit. And then we do like doing shit. And then we don't. Like it's just 10. He has the 10s. So
Tough case of the 10s.
Yeah, tough case of the 10s. Like it happens. But like she seemed like she just wanted to dramatize it.
Yeah.
Is that the right word? Dramatize? Yeah. And like just make it every little thing 10,000 times bigger. And I get it. I don't have kids. We just found out our cat has asthma, and I'm like, oh my God, get her a lung transplant now. I'll sell my bikes.
I'll give her my lungs.
Yeah, she can have mine.
Do I need one? Do I need both?
Yeah, I don't. She can have
Maybe
them
they could
both.
just do like a quarter and divide.
Yeah.
she's
Don't they
little.
grow? Don't they read?
Yeah, take some cells. So like I get all that. But I kind of was feeling for that guy a little bit. But also, fucking greatest ADHD joke ever.
I thought that was adorable.
So good. ADHD stands for attention deficit. Hey, a dog.
So cute. That's so cute.
Funny, dude.
I do
that's so funny.
think that I'm not criticizing Shane's parenting, but I feel like he does seem like he could be a little short just because of the way he communicates with Emily. Like he's not really that emotive. Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Oh, you're upset about this. How can I help? He's just like, whatever. It'll be fine. It'll pass. And by the way, he might be fine.
Yeah.
Shit. What's that saying? This too shall pass. Like, yes, of course. Thanks, Shane. We know it's going to pass. But like, until it does, some people want to talk about it. Some people want to get their feelings out. And I think maybe just tweaking that part of his personality, which he's had to do for his wife. And you have seen, like, they've been very honest about the fact that they've had struggles in seasons past. And he does admit, he's like, I realized like I was being a jerk, or I shouldn't have said that, or whatever. And they clearly are still together.
Yeah.
And she's like, I realize I shouldn't bench press him when he's being a dick. He doesn't like it.
And I think him taking that mentality with his kid, and like, I do think Shane wants to do good, whether it's with his wife or with his kids. And so I think him being lightening up on his kid a little bit I do think that's part of what's helped his Luke get better. Not that I know Dick from Dick. I don't have kids, but
it's just so hard to take her so seriously. Like, she's going on about, well, now he's got all these other things. He's this and he's this and he's this. Like only 5 more things that the kids at school are going to hear. And God knows, the R words come in any second at school, because that's just who kids are. And for her to keep asking him, like, don't you think he's doing so much better? He's doing so much better, right? Like kind of better. Like, and Shane, is that his name? Shane?
yeah.
Shane's like, he's doing good. Like he's just, he really makes a point to clamp down and just be like, it's fine. He's doing as good as a 10-year-old or whatever. But it's hard for me to take her so seriously, because then she goes, and he's in 4th grade and I guess he can't read. You guess he can't read? You never knew your fucking fourth grader couldn't read?
Yeah, fourth grade is tough. I heard that too, and I was like, whoa.
I know.
Like, so how
I'm
serious
shocked
are
by
you?
that
How serious
level.
of a parent and how unserious is Shane? Like, if that's your whole storyline is, I'm just trying to care for our kid, you know?
To take it back to another example, Jackson and Brittany from the Valley
Yeah.
are horrible people.
Yeah.
Their kid wasn't even old enough to read, and they're like, he can't read. Get him a specialist.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
The guy, he's fucking 19 months old. Can
I
they
think
read
Brittany
at that?
probably
point?
spearheaded that,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
FYI.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. Do we think she was exaggerating where it's like, no, he can read. He's just not up to he's reading at a first grade level instead of a fourth grade level. Or do we really think he's completely illiterate, like opens a book, can't do it?
I mean, they didn't expand on it, but it sounded pretty black and white. Like
That's
he
crazy.
can't read. And I was trying to think back and listen, I'm not saying every kid should be like me, but I was like in a book club. But when I was in like first grade, I read 100 books in first grade. I got like an award at my school for it.
Wait, what happened?
So like,
Why do you hate-
first grade, I read 100 books and this kid's in fourth grade and he can't read and the mom doesn't
Like
know.
green eggs and ham
No.
or like
No.
Moby Dick.
Oh, somewhere in between.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah,
Moby's
they
ham.
weren't. Yeah, Moby Dick was later on.
This is third grade.
Like I don't remember. That was third grade.
Fucking show off.
Wait, when did you lose your love of reading?
I think I just did it because my mom was hardcore.
She read every book in the world by
my mom
eighth grade.
my mom was the mom that came to school every Friday and went through my desk and got everything out and was like, okay, what's this? What's this? What's this? And I had there was one other kid in class that had that too. The moms both be there like waiting outside to come in and be like, they were really on top of things.
That's incredible.
And I wasn't a great student. I just knew how to read and I'm good at English, nothing else.
You learned something new
But
every day.
the only reason I'm even bringing that up is I'm saying that was first grade when I still lived in Edmond, Oklahoma.
Oh, okay, so Oklahoma books.
Oh.
Kidding.
Okay, so our next scene is the staged photo shoot with Skylar and her Palm Springs parents.
Listen, I'm a little offended. This is like the second time I've heard that this photo shoot was for nothing.
Oh, okay.
It's a spring photo shoot. It's
Yeah,
a classic spring photo shoot. Everyone does it. Easter's coming up.
That's right. They needed an Easter bunny shot.
Yeah, you got taking out, sending out your
gram.
Easter cards. You got to get an Easter.
You got to get it on top of that. You got to get ahead of it.
So obvious.
The attire and the specific timing of this. That's what you do when you're thinking you might get a last minute invite and I'll be ready.
Or fuck, even a last minute invite. Like she's going to call. We need to look like we're the perfect family doing something that perfect families do.
Yeah.
Someone toss me a bunny.
Yeah.
And
they were, I thought was so funny. The soundtrack, the way they scored that scene, I don't know which it was from, but it was so reminiscent of either Sleeping Beauty or Cinderella. It was just that, it was the other ones had a Wisteria Lane kind of a soundtrack, but hers was so specific of Disney princess, which is what we've been calling her from the jump. She is a fucking Disney princess. And I think that's where I think the editors had a little fun. They're like, I'm just going to throw this in here and see if anyone likes it. Do you like it? Do you not? Approved.
This was the sloppiest fucking episode to me. What, Gretchen, can we get a confessional? Why was Gretchen in the middle of some random field with a bunny and her family taking pictures? And what was it, October?
No, it's a spring. Because then with the party that Tamra was having was a spring fling.
Party. Okay, sorry.
That's what I said. She's waiting for a last minute invite.
But
it just the timing of it happened to be on the night of the party. She's like, if anybody wants me to come, I'm actually ready.
Yeah, no.
Totally.
They were taking Easter. But I was but that was really what was happening.
I think that, yes, I thought the same thing. It was for your Instagram, look at us, hop, hop, bunny. But this is ridiculous. But
it's Gretchen. It's so Gretchen.
Listen, it's ridiculous. It is Gretchen. And it made me be like, I'm in. I'm fucking in. You are who you are. I've told this story before on this channel. I used to work on So You Think You Can Dance, and American Idol and So You Think You Can Dance was the same company, and Idol would end, and a bunch of people would go to So You Think You Can Dance. It was a little incestuous there. But there was the travel girl on Idol left, and there was a new girl that Wileen hired. And I didn't really like this girl because she was kind of a rocker girl, whatever. And like, I just thought she was fake. I didn't really spend a lot of time with her. I was super judgy. And I was like, I didn't buy it, right? I'm like, you just don't seem super genuine to me. And then she got the travel job. Wileen was like, I need you to help her out and get her fucking up to speed, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, whatever. Within like 3 days, I was like, oh, you are 100% true blue, jet black hair, tattooed fucking rock or die chick. Like that is exactly who you are. And it just made me be like, oh, I like this person now, right?
TBS, characters wanted.
Yeah, totally. I think about her all the time because it was just one of those moments in life where you're like, I'm not doing it. And then, which I don't do very often. Natalie can attest. I'm pretty open.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Yeah, to do stuff.
Never just storm off or get quiet and pouty.
But with people, just fucking get to know people and then hate them. That's my lesson.
Funny you say that. That might happen with you with Gretchen because I think where it just needles me is there's this bullshit scene and then we see somewhere in here like, let's stop and pray as a family before she gets it. Like, we don't need it. Great. I'm so happy for you to pray. I have nothing against praying. I pray every morning, okay? But I don't videotape it or save it for when I'm on my reality TV show so that when I'm getting out of the car and my entire family is mic'd up to be like, powers that be, watch over my mommy, watch, like, it's all just so full of shit. But that's who she is.
Exactly.
That's who she is. I get that.
So I'm not saying I like her now, but I'm definitely like, before I was like, before I was like, dude, this is such a bunch of bullshit. And now I'm like, oh, it's actually not. It's actually real. Like,
Heather
you know what
really
I mean?
nailed it with Gretchen this episode for me because like in the scene that we'll get into in a second, Heather, Tamra goes, well, and Heather said that Gretchen doesn't lie about anything. And she's like, no, that's not what I said. I said, or she was like, Gretchen doesn't lie because everything she says, whether it is the truth or a lie, she genuinely believes it. Like when someone's like, oh yeah, I'm the best at that. And they're not the best at that, but they genuinely believe they're the best at that. Like that's Gretchen.
Yeah.
Gretchen doesn't think she's lying because she is just full of shit everywhere.
Yeah. And I know that you guys thought this episode was dumb, but I actually thought when we, like, at least that last scene, once they do get to Tamra's, I thoroughly enjoyed that entire scene because and I thought that it was edited actually brilliantly because they really gave so many examples of the fucking bullshit that Tamra tries to pull on everyone, and she's gotten so gnarly at it that she doesn't even realize how obvious it is. Like she's doing them too close together. Like, gotta space them out if you want, because someone like me who will forget shit, like, just work with that. Work with the people that like might forget it if you just waited 5 more minutes to do that next thing instead of doing it 30 seconds later. Because she says the same thing about Katie. Mm-hmm. Like that they're both that way, but then Tamra can't believe that, they're gonna go meet with Katie. Or I'm sorry, Tamra can't believe that you're gonna talk to Gretchen while who's the girl that is it Emily that hates Katie so much? Yeah. It's like these two, but one's a sociopath and one isn't, even though you literally gave them the same exact definition.
You know what this scene was like? Remember in Mrs. Doubtfire where it's the restaurant scene and he's got to be like meeting with the producer as him, and then at the table is Mrs. Doubtfire. Yeah. Like that's what was happening with Tamra. Yeah. It's like you can't keep up, Tamra.
Tamra could have put her face in the pie too, just like in Mrs. Doubtfire.
Hello, one drop or two. Movie's so good.
It's so good.
Okay, sorry, what were you gonna say?
I don't know. I just want to watch Mrs. Doubtfire.
I know.
Help is on the way. I say that all the time.
Oh dear.
Oh dear. So I've been catching up, right? And when we jumped in on Orange County, I don't know, season or episode like 7 or 8-ish this year, so kind of halfway through. I didn't watch, but I'm watching now. But Katie's a psycho. Katie's a full-blown Looney Tunes psycho. A. B. Nobody told me Katie was married to Matt Janella. Pat Clark. I don't think Pat Clark watches Housewives, but if you did, Pat Clark, Katie's married to Matt Janella. from the Golf Channel.
Oh, that
Come
Matt
on.
Janella.
Yeah, Matt Janella
I was
is like
mixing him up
a
with the
big
other Matt
time
Janella
golf,
I know.
like golf reporter, and then now he's
Oh, he's a golf reporter?
yeah.
I don't know what I thought he did, but that's not
It
what
was
I thought he
something in
did.
sports, but I didn't know what.
Oh,
No,
I didn't even
he's
know it
a
was
golf-
sports. I thought
he's
he
a
was
golf
like
guy.
in media, but I didn't realize it was like golf media.
Like he might do a couple other things, but he came up in golf. Like I know him from the Golf Channel. It's like Scott Van Pelt is like the biggest sports guy on ESPN.
Now,
He used to be on the Golf Channel. Like he hosted the what the hell is it called? Like ESPN Sports Center for the Golf Channel every week. That was he hosted that and got his start. And then now he's Scott Van Pelt, SVP. But anyways,
Scott Van Pelt.
yeah, Matt Janella is when they were like, oh well, Matt had to do a thing for like the Ryder Cup, whatever, not the Ryder Cup, but something. And I was like, wait, what? And then they showed him like, that's no. And then he's fucking in the thing.
See,
and
sports
I'm like,
are a part of the Real Housewives.
they are
Scottie
because Miami,
Pippen.
same thing.
But how does this make her a psycho?
Two separate things.
Okay.
I
it
didn't
does make
realize-
sense now because we have seen Katie Janella a ton on the golf course. Like that's just a lot of her social media.
Yeah.
With her husband is that her first time she was on the show when I think she brought them to the golf course and they
Well,
just
no,
had like
she's told us this. I just didn't remember.
Oh,
Like, I just knew he was in the golf world. I just
yeah, I
couldn't
just
remember.
didn't, but
what it
now
was.
it's all
Separate.
makes sense as to why there's been so much golf in her scenes and her
Yeah.
socials.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's a big golf guy. Yeah, no, those are two separate things that I'm like realizing. Like, not Team Katie is one thing, and oh shit, Team Katie's husband. I like that guy.
Okay, but tell me why is Katie a psycho? Because
I mean, I'm now learning all the things that she's allegedly done, and I just don't know if I'm not buying the alleged. Like, she seems a little like, listen, they're all Looney
that's the
Tunes,
thing.
crazy.
That's where you'll get.
Yeah, for sure. Like, and listen, Heather was why Heather won me over on this episode and I think it was this one, or it's me. Here's the problem with watching a bunch of episodes and then being like, oh shoot, it's 3:30. I got to watch the
Yeah,
episode
you don't know
we're
if
doing.
it's this episode
yeah, I'm
you're
like,
referring to.
what is it thing? But Heather is always, I've heard her say it at least 3 times. Well, we have all done something. Well, we've all said something.
Yeah.
Well, we've all kind of been an asshole, right? Like, so they're all crazy, but I think that Katie maybe did all these crazy things, and to record Shannon to get off the phone, like that whole thing
That's no bueno.
is
Shannon's
bonkers.
done it. According to the other women,
I
Shannon's
have
done it
not
a dozen
seen
times.
that season yet, so
Wait, when did Shannon record the women?
I don't know. This is what they'll say, like on their podcasts and
Oh,
on
on the
interviews. They're
podcast,
like,
got
it's
it.
just kind of funny because Shannon's done this a million times.
Oh, interesting, because I did not know that.
yeah, I didn't know that either. I'm not buying it.
I have a feeling Tamara's going to say something at the reunion like, the reason I run out of situations is because my therapist and I have been working on, instead of exploding, just, remove yourself.
Yeah.
Which you've been running out of situations for years, so I don't buy it.
Yeah, and you're exploding in the storm
While
out.
you're moving, right.
So this is a whole other thing.
Correct.
You've really turned this into a next level storm out.
Correct.
That also
And-
seems like Shannon's jam of not the crazy storm out, but the quiet storm out.
Shannon's a
The
quiet quitter.
removal.
Oh yeah, she is
Shannon's
Shannon's a quiet quitter.
removal.
But she's not actually not. If you really went back, Shannon's not
Yeah.
quiet anything. But as her and Emily get into this fight, she cried. If you're listening to this, I'm using air quotes so many times this episode, and I'm like, what? I know, because I am a very big crier. Cried on the episode of Salt Lake City multiple times. Okay, could probably cry right now if we brought up any specific topic. That's a sensey to me. Water comes out of your eyeballs when you cry. There was not a single glistening bud coming down from Tamra's eyes one time out of the 3 times she started, again, crying this episode. And then she storms out of the kitchen and leaves Emily with the buttercream lady, who I was like, I would have died to have been her. That fucking was. I actually think she has a
lady.
better story than the people. Remember you were saying last episode,
Listen, they all got that. I do remember that, and now I'm starting to think, man, if you can get on if you got a cake or a something, and you can get on one of these shows, you'll have some campfire tales for a while.
She's like, I'm just trying to keep to my buttercream.
I know.
That
Smart.
poor
Good,
lady.
that's good advice, kid.
Tamra's got crocodile tears, which matches this what her
crocodile
under
skin.
boobs are made of.
Yeah, exactly. You know who has the best faces in the game? Gina.
Yeah.
Like, you want reactions? This one's always fucking doing the edit, and you guys don't give me reaction shots, and I need reaction faces. Da, da, da. You need Gina to be on your podcast.
I
You'll
just
have
want you
a
to know that
whole thing of reactions.
I think that's pointed to you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I bring the heat with
I'd
the reaction shot.
No, Courtney laughs at things that aren't funny. Courtney gives the.
I have so many reaction shots.
Courtney went
Nat
to BU Conservatory. Like that's his money well spent. Thank you, Mr. Abbiati.
Yes. I just want you to know that I have so many reactions. Nat has made multiple gifts out of me. That's and by the way, before you did that, when Shane had his show and I would go on sometimes, one of the fans that watched that show made gifts out of me. And I was like, I had no idea I was so expressive.
Yeah.
But now I know.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay, wait, one more thing about this Emily thing though. Just very, very fucking Emily to walk in and go, I want to tell you something. Here's the thing. Heather called you this. And then I also said this. But it's like she always has to come out and tell you, like it's very like serving up someone else on a platter. And then also there's other people that are going to get involved afterwards. And it does feel like she kind of gets out of she gets like the original moment where Tamra's still like kind of processing like what's been said. And then she's like, and also so did this person, this person, and this person. I have to go to the restroom.
Yeah.
And then she excuses herself. And then everyone else comes in as Tamra's like levels have been building. And then everyone else kind of gets the
Wrath.
Yeah. And listen, Emily got some of it too. She got a storm off
Yeah.
and whatever. But like, I just thought it was so Emily to throw Heather under the bus first and foremost, just so you know, I'm not the only one. Heather, your real close friend. You should be real mad about that. And then I also said this. And then the argument was actually quite good. And Tamra can take zero criticism. She can't take anything. So her deciding to cry and storm off to go oil her baseball gloves for a bit by herself, it just, do you not watch that and go, she was just, everyone has tried to bring something to me about how I don't offer a safe space for them to talk or to feel any sort of way about anything.
Don't know.
Yeah. And so it's episodes like this where you just saw that from every single time anybody brought anything to Tamra and how she just couldn't fucking believe that anybody would say such a thing. I just don't have any room left to go, what happened to you? Who hurt you? You know?
And going back, like watching the beginning of this season, I was like just making general notes of like, oh, just things to remember, whatever. And one of them was like, oh, y'all are being way too hard on Tamra. And this episode, I was like, okay.
delete. Select all, delete. You know what? Let me just start a new notes section.
100%. Yeah, she's a little cookie.
Yeah.
This was such a mishmash of so many things, right? It was like Tamra is pissed at Emily and Heather because they said that within the group, they trust her the least. I thought Heather explained herself very clearly. She wasn't a shithead to Tamra.
What are you mad at me for?
Yeah, I
So
love that
good.
response though.
It was so perfect. It was so honest.
Totally. And truly, what are you mad at her for?
And she said the thing that she was like, I don't trust you with my feelings. Like that was what her thing was, which was also like, oh, fucking touche. Even
That's
I
right.
know you can't argue with that.
Yeah.
And then when she had said, Tamra said something, she was like, you don't even like me. And I really thought this was genuine coming from Heather. She's like, that is so ridiculous. Like, this is you performing for the show or you just being nuts.
Yeah.
And the show just happens to be filming.
Yeah.
Because that's ridiculous. She does like you. You guys have been friends forever. I'm not saying you're best friends, but like you have a friendship.
Yeah.
And Tamra, you should fucking know that by now. And I feel like
even if only because you guys have been on the show the longest
Yeah.
and you just like have a sisterhood at this point.
yes,
Like that's
even Shannon and Heather, who started off on not just the worst feet, everyone in the cast's worst foot. Like they could not have had a worse start to their meeting when Shannon entered the show or joined the show rather. And when Heather, like when they cut back to that lunch scene that she had with Shannon, with Tamra, Tamra's like, you never called me. And She goes, yes, I did. I texted you. I called you. I called you again. You never returned any of my phone calls. Like, she has such a selective memory on how it benefits her storyline. And when she starts getting shot at all, like, this isn't true, that isn't true, then that's when she falls into the, I am going through the most hardest thing I've ever gone through in my entire life. It's like, fucking stop with the excuses. We know that your child doesn't speak to you unless there's something else that you're not sharing. Again, it's
This is
horrific.
the Teddy thing.
What?
The thing that
and
she's
Teddy.
talking about
But,
right
like,
then was Teddy.
She has said this so many times, though, that this is the most horrible time of her life. Like, when's the good times? When did the good times happen? Like,
It's literally, it's her divorce with Simon.
Yeah.
It's the fucking shit with her daughter. It's Teddy now. It's
or just
been
like even having like a rough go with Eddie. Eddie and I are fighting a lot
Yeah.
lately. Like, whatever it is, it's like,
She's just, and I can't even remember all of them now, but she is always having the most brutal time compared
Yeah.
to anyone else. Hers takes the cake, pun intended for the episode. It's just, it's, you don't get, those are like your ace card. Not that anyone wants something shitty to happen to them, but for instance, I've had a pretty fucking rough year. You've known that. You've had a pretty fucking rough year. We've all known that. I don't see you saying when like something's hard, like, I have gone through the hardest thing. Like, I don't snap at you saying, or you
Yeah.
being like, you don't know what I've gone through. Because it's called being an adult, Tamra.
yeah. And I don't think that either of us have ever. There's nothing. I don't understand the act of being an asshole to someone because you're depressed or you're very sad or you're very like. It almost seems to me like being an asshole would take like extra energy that like I don't have during the times of like the worst times.
Yeah.
I probably just have like I'm just gonna bow out of this, or like I probably didn't even hear what you said because I'm so off. Like. That's how I know it's bullshit that she's using the worst, the worst, the worst, the worst. If it was the worst, bow out already.
Yeah.
Like, go handle your business. But yeah, I've never understood that emotion of being a total asshole to someone when you are hurt and sad.
Or you would think that there would be some understanding that would befall you.
Yes.
That you would be like, oh my God, my best friend who is young and vibrant and we thought was so healthy and lives this healthy lifestyle, she could die. Nothing is guaranteed. Let me treasure every moment that I have with every person in my life.
Yeah.
And I also realize that if a relationship is bullshit, I don't want to be there because life is so short and it is so fragile.
Yeah.
And I only want to put energy into the good shit. You wouldn't act worse.
Totally.
And I know people are going to say like, there's no right way to grieve. And there's like, and not that she's grieving
There
because,
is.
but like, she's just doing it all wrong. And I feel like she's always really coming from this place and she's just trying to see, how do I make this temper tantrum fit into what I'm going through now so that someone can't yell at me that I'm being a monster?
Yeah.
She's always trying to like manipulate the situation to
Yeah.
be like, this is my life is harder than anyone else's.
Yeah.
We also have the whole Gina Heather fight that happens that we were talking about, just that was our super teaser in the beginning of the episode. I'm frustrated and got irritated from this conversation for a few reasons. One, because I think probably a sensitive spot just for me. I also know, historically speaking, and Heather said it, she's like, I'm just so tired of defending my career because Alexis would say it.
Yeah.
Right? And it's just such a fucking hard industry. And I feel like even if you're not, Gina, you're in the industry enough to know. You're not someone who's never been around a set with people filming.
Clearly you've been here for a few seasons now, and you know that like you got to wait for that call every season to know if you're going to come back and what they're going to pay you, or are you going to be a friend of, are you going to be full cast again? Like, you're not a total numbnut. She's just a cheap trick. That's what I think about her now.
Right.
I think Gina's a total numbnuts.
Well,
she's
but like
pretty dumb. Like, it's fun. I enjoy it, but she's pretty dumb.
Yeah.
She's not shown me otherwise. Let's say that.
Okay, that's that could be true. I just know that she, you had said once like about they don't all need to be bangers. Like we need supporting cast.
Yeah.
And so I think that she has she is half funny, but
she's
but I almost think
entertaining.
she's just funny because she's from Long Island. Like, I don't think she'd be funny if she grew up here. I don't think there'd be a single special thing about her.
I think right now she's my tied second. Shannon and her are my second favorites on this show.
She's the what do you call it? the peanut gallery. She's the peanut gallery
Yeah.
to me. Like she's not bringing anything
And what
of
you want to
substance.
be is the Greek chorus.
Yeah.
Like Bethany Frankel was the Greek chorus of the show. You're smart. You can be funny. You can be touching. Like Gina doesn't have all those, even though I like her, like I enjoy her on the show. And normally I side with her a lot. And talk to me next week. Maybe I won't be so salty about her. I just feel like her comment was incredibly ignorant.
Yeah.
And I also think Gina, Heather and your castmates have seen you through a DUI. When you started your skincare company with no training, you're not an esthetician. You just like skincare products. Heather showed up to your party, brought you a gift, championed you there. When you started your real estate company, Heather was supportive. Like, I don't understand why you couldn't have just said, good for fucking her. It doesn't matter if you think she's the funniest person or not. It doesn't matter if you think she's a good actor or not. If you're her friend, just fucking support her. If I said to anyone that I truly thought was my friend, like, hey, I'm going to go like train to be a yoga teacher or something that might seem like a little like, I know Courtney does yoga. I didn't know at 43 she wanted to become a yoga teacher. Like, who cares? Just be like, she does it. Like, she likes to be like exercising and shit like that. Good for you. I hope it's fun. Can't wait to come take your class.
Yeah.
Like, fuck off. Like,
No.
Heather, you think Heather's funny? And this is why I think it's a bag of bullshit. And it really fucking irritated me because even in the after show, they were just like, because Heather's the funniest person we know, right? Nobody said she was the funniest person anyone knew. Heather's not saying she's the funniest person anyone knew, even though everyone on these couches think that she's funny. We all get a giggle from Heather.
Yeah.
She's just saying, I'm doing something that I enjoy. And if you are a decent human being that wants to be her friend, just fucking back her and be like, good for you. Can't wait to come to a show.
Yeah.
And that's why it irritated me. Whether she had only been on TV Land, NBC, or she was on fucking Friends.
Yeah.
Just applaud her. And not for nothing, Heather also was so good at saying in the after show, she's like, I'm in my 50s. I'm resurrecting a career. Do you know how many like the balls it takes, the chutzpah it takes to do this?
Yeah.
To be able to say like, I'm putting myself out there again. I'm going to go on auditions. I'm in a room full of 25-year-olds.
Yeah. All of it.
Gina, one day you two are going to be 54 years old. And I hope that you say that you're going to do something that you're nervous to do or you're putting yourself out there. And if somebody laughs at you, then you'll know how she feels. And I hope nobody does laugh at you because I don't want to live in a world like that. But that's what you did to your friend. And I think it fucking sucks.
Yeah. The only thing funny about you is your money. Also, she said something like she made a dig at her age. She made an age dig. Oh, I'm sure you were funny in 1994. I was in 4th grade. Like, I would imagine that Heather Dubrow accomplished more by the time she was 5 than you have your whole fucking life, you cheap little trick. Like, I really don't think that she's bringing anything of substance. I think that she is blessed to have the circle of friends that she does and for her to go onto that after show and for all those women to continue being so snarky. And Tamra is a fucking snark too. They're all so miserable. And oh my God, these women are miserable.
My note was, they're just all jealous of Heather.
Oh, 1,000%. Heather is the most beautiful one on the show. She has more money than God. She's raised 1 million children. She's bopping back. She's got to probably she probably just got an extra townhouse in the county so that she's not always having to make the commute.
She's in a great, healthy marriage.
Yes. She has a banger of a husband who has his own shows too. She's a producer on Botched. I didn't even know that.
Good for you, Heather.
Yeah, good for you, Heather. And she could buy and sell all of you in one morning before the market opens.
And also, Gina, I think sometimes the reason you don't think she's funny is because I don't.
You're
trying to say something, but she's got me really wound up. Is because you don't understand all of her multisyllabic words.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry.
Oh, 1,000%. No, she doesn't.
2 things. I think it was in the 2 episodes with Shane ago on Salt Lake when Shane was trying to talk and you kept talking and you're like, you need to listen. You need to let her talk. And he's like, she's trying to interrupt me. Watch that thing 1,000 times. It makes me laugh every time. Heather, when Tamra was talking, and again, bear with me because I'm trying to catch up on 19 years worth of shows. But I can't remember if it was this episode or this season, but when Tamra was going on about how Gretchen wants to be her and she lives rent free inside her head and blah, blah, blah. And then during Heather's one of her interviews, she was like, I mean, blah, 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 whatever. I just don't understand it. Like, if you're going to mimic somebody or want to be somebody, there's way better options on this in our friend group than Tamra.
Yeah.
Hello.
She's fucking hilarious.
And by the way, it's funny because it's true.
Totally.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I just because you brought it up and I totally fucking spaced on it, I think age shaming someone is the most basic, lowbrow insult you could do. It is so dumb because newsflash, you will age. It's not like, you know what? Someone might not ever lose their money. So to shame someone for like, oh, you're like a rich, snotty bitch or whatever. Okay, whatever. Because they might just stay rich forever. You might get rich. You might like that can fluctuate. You are not Benjamin Button. You are never getting younger. And so to not understand you perpetuating that behavior just makes it so that someone else thinks it's okay. So that when you're 50, they can be like, okay, well, X, Y, and Z about you. And I got news for you. Like, Heather's aging really well. I don't know if we could say this. Like, and
Heather looks better than you do today, and she's that much older than you. You are not going to look half as good as Heather Dubrow at her age.
I'm not like Heather's style doesn't really do it for me. But
it doesn't do it for anyone. No one. She is the worst style on this whole show.
No, I said Heather.
Oh, I love Heather. I'm talking about Gina. Her stupid interview outfits are so grotesque.
That's right. Like Heather's style doesn't really do it for me, but like she always puts herself together really nicely.
Yeah.
And you can't necessarily say the same for Gina. That's now you can enter your insult.
Yeah, all that stuff. And also, who's returning things to Alice and Olivia? It ain't Fendi. That's where I understand. Oh, I need to go get that couple grand back. Not those couple $100 for that dress. Just keep it, bitch. You're gonna have something you gotta go to. That's what I say.
I just think it's so basic to do that, and it's so shitty because it's like, here's someone who's actually like kind of slaying on every level, and you're not, and you are 15 years younger than her, so it's actually not an insult, Gina.
No, none of it is. It's all you're doing is highlighting. You're making us all you've made us all do a side by side of these two because like we kind of had to because you forced our hand. And we just realized, like, you will never be Heather Dubrow. And Heather, what are you selling right now? Heather's selling a $25 million home.
Because she doesn't want to deal with it.
Right.
Yeah, she doesn't want to deal with it.
So she could go out and buy a $35 million home.
Yeah, I love that when she's like, we have to put another $2 million in to sell, you know.
Yeah.
And I just say, just do it. Just do it. Come on.
Just do the floors.
Right.
Come on.
$2 million floors.
Yeah. We're just going to rip them out. Well, that's on them.
It's the price of a Nobu party. Please.
Right.
It's the price of doing
and Gina, I think this is also really for really getting down to brass tacks with Gina. Gina and Heather did really have a lovely friendship when Heather came back and they had that like New York connection, and Heather was so great to Gina and vice versa, I'm sure. And it's like, Gina, that's when you're the most likable. And it's not like, it doesn't matter if you have as much money or you don't, or like your style's as good or it isn't. But when you start gunning for someone in their like where they're the most passionate, where they've really put their balls out there for the world's criticism, like a friend shouldn't criticize.
No. And I don't, that's
where
I start going on. I know that I've just been super like hard on her, and I never have been that hard on Gina before, but it's because you have never been this big of an asshole. And everyone knows I only come for the assholes. I only go below the belt with the assholes. Like your face, your boobs, your clothes, your money, your funny money. Like that's only on the table when you put it there.
Yeah.
And you have.
And her apology to me seemed full of shit.
Especially because she right afterwards just fucking says, "Don't give me a lie detector."
Yes, because truly, like when she's in it, I'm like, I don't believe one word of this. No. Then she says all that stuff in her confessional, and then you go a step further for months after when you're doing the after show to bury yourself even more. And I'm just like, okay, got it. Got your number.
Let Heather go to BH. Just let her go.
And let's not forget, lest we forget, Gina, Heather was your only true friend on this show because she came over to your house and said, you need an upgrade in your wardrobe because this is not doing it. It's one too many holes in the jean. You have holes in your jean jacket. Who has a hole in a jean jacket? How do you even get a hole in a jean jacket? What is your nipple just so hard all the time? It's carved through the denim. Like we all know why you get knee holes. And so she went through Gina's closet
Get your head out of the gutter.
Okay.
So she sat there and went through Gina's closet and like helped her level up.
Yeah.
This was a true friend.
Yeah.
True friends tell you you don't look good.
No, she's too busy carrying water for Tamra and laughing at Emily's stupid, snarky jokes. And Emily's, the kind of humor that Emily has, I appreciate it, but it often is associated with just like being like super pessimistic and very just like kind of negative and downer, you know, womp womp. Like it's funny, but it still is like, of course, Gina doesn't appreciate Heather's high energy comedic sense.
Jealous. They're all jealous.
Here's the thing. I never have even been a massive Heather Dubrow fan, but they have given me no choice. And here I am recognizing everything that she has brought for a jillion seasons. It does not need to be here. Oh my God, does not need to be here.
Oh my God.
And it's still showing up every day in the perfect. Everything she does is just you. And I'm not trying to say you have to be perfect, but that to me translates to work and thought and plan.
How nasty was it when they were all in the after show and it was, you know, Gina, Emily, and Tamra, and they're like, well, your career right now, Heather, is reality TV. And it's just like, wow, you really can't let this woman live, can you? Mm-mm. Yes, she is on a reality TV show. She can walk and chew gum at the same time, guys. Maybe you can't, but she's capable of it because we actually have it on film where she was doing a guest star multiple episodes on Malibu Country and on the TV Land one or whatever, Hot in Cleveland.
Yeah.
And filming the reality TV show.
Yeah.
She can do both.
Yeah. And parent and sell $25 million homes and buy $25 million
and make a
homes
skincare
and be
line.
a producer on Botched
and have a podcast.
Yes, all of it.
All these bitches are like, that makes no sense. That's the dumbest statement ever.
Correct.
Like, then that means that you're not a skincare person because you're on a reality show.
Yeah.
And you're not a fitness guru because you're a reality show star. And you're not a real estate broker because you're not allowed to have 2 jobs anymore.
Yeah.
The fuck?
No, that's that. They forced our hand here. This rant that's been going on for what feels like 45 minutes now, you forced our hand because you had the dumbest argument ever on someone who's only been lovely to all of you. And even if she wasn't your best friend, that bitch is never going out of her way to be mean to anyone. Like, she didn't really have time for it, quite frankly.
By the way, maybe you guys, you know, that are on the show, maybe you're seeing something we don't. The way that she has been edited, she doesn't seem to unnecessarily stir shit up.
Yeah.
She really doesn't.
No.
She'll join in.
Yeah.
She'll speak her piece, but I'm really glad we all saw this the same way. This is a real first.
Yeah. I can't remember who Tamra was arguing with or how they were talking, who she was talking about Gretchen with at the time. But for Tamra to also, it's just one more example of like, just fucking think back, like use your memory. Well, that's coming from me. I know that's a lot to ask, but I don't know if everyone remembers that Tamra had a real Jesus streak many years ago too, where she was doing all the same shit that she's saying that Gretchen does. And, oh, people hide behind Jesus when they have things that they don't want to deal with or they're hiding or whatever. Like Tamra had, like, I feel like it was at least a couple seasons where like she was just all about like, if it's not about Jesus, don't bring it to me. Jesus is my guy. All I'm going to do is be spending my time with Jesus. Like it was very overly, like it was ridiculous. Coming from a church person, that was ridiculous.
She said people hide behind the Jesus curtain, which I had never heard that term before, but it's a good term.
Yeah, it's totally a good term. And you want to know, like the people that know who do that? People that do that.
Yeah.
Like, and there are people who do that. Tamra is one of them. That's why it's so easy for her to fucking call out and nail.
When you just said, Tamra, you need to use your head, it reminds me of the line from A League of Their Own. Hey, ladies, use your head. That's the lump 3 feet above your ass. God, that movie's so great. I had a women's studies teacher in college who would always refer to it as like in a league of one's own. And I'm like, Dr. Balser, it's a league of their own. I'm a theater major, so I know this. Anyway, does anyone have anything else to talk about for this last cake scene? Because it was a whole mishmash. There was a lot that went on there.
Wait, we didn't just talk. Weren't we just talking about that whole scene?
No, I'm just saying
we are.
anything to throw in before we get to the commentos.
Okay.
Oh, right.
One thing that, and like I'm not 100% on this, which means I should just skip it, but I'm not going to. I'm going to say it anyways. When Emily comes in, and they're like when she's first there by herself, and is before their fight, and they're talking about the cakes, and she's like, "Oh, she says I'm artistic," and Tamra goes, "I was about to say something off color, but I'll skip it." I'm pretty sure she was gonna say, "Don't you mean artistic?" Which, first of all, I don't think Emily caught it, or if she did, you should have fucking been offended and you weren't. So either you're too dumb to catch what she was saying, or you're really not offended by it because maybe has this just been your drummed up storyline? I was thinking this whole time it was very legitimate.
Or
I
she
said
just
that
had
from the
horse. She didn't hear it because she just had horse, or she didn't even want to go there because she just had horse blinders on to do her dirty work because she
maybe
came in with an agenda.
That could be it too. But then for Tamra to even have that joke
Yeah,
when
I was
she
gonna
had
say,
that
I
whole
don't think that was the joke.
look at it. Tell me what else she could have.
Well, maybe Tamara's taking the stance of like, when you're a part of a community, you can say the slur of the community.
Oh,
like,
yeah, and then
I
she
can call me a
remembers that
guinea, but
she's-
you can't call me a guinea.
And then Tamra remembers like, oh right, I lied about being autistic, so I can't use that
Right.
joke because that would bring. I think Tamra's wheels worked quicker. Whatever. I think that's what she was going to say. Again, I don't know, just speculation, but gun to my head, and there isn't one. But I'm saying it anyway.
How do you get to the place in life where you have sleepover parties and cake decorating parties and brunches every day?
You get on the Housewives.
Fuck me, dude. These chicks are living it up.
I have two things left in the scene. One, we talked last week about how like we think like Tamra's learned absolutely nothing in therapy. I take that back only for this, and it's not anything helpful. But like when she yells at Emily, and then Emily's like, "You're pissed at me now," and she goes, "I'm hurt by you." Like that is definitely something her therapist told her.
Oh, yeah,
like,
yeah,
I think
that
you're very
has-
hurt at this. I think you do all these things because you're so hurt. Like
Totally.
she's really glommed onto that this year that she's so hurt.
Yeah, I clocked that one.
Yeah. And then the other thing was, I thought it was so fucking brilliant when this is so Tamra, where she goes, they're talking about the guy and Gina says something like, I actually would have thought it was pretty cool if you nailed that guy. Because that's my generation and whatever. And Tamra goes, well, you know what? I could have. If I wanted to fuck him, I could have. Also, I just talked to his wife. And like, so you're friends with his wife, but you didn't even think for a fucking split second, like maybe I'm not going to
Say I could have nailed this guy,
the
boned
world.
this guy.
This
or
dude wanted to bone, and I could have done it in a heartbeat, but I just, it's not my thing or whatever, which I still think she did. I still think it because this is America and I can think what I want.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're still allowed today. Free thought for now. What date is it? 9:11 p.m. on. Anyhow, I think that might be it for me.
That's it for me. Shannon Fall said not Shannon Fall, Shannon on the show, was totally right to be upset about what Tamra said about her father. She was insinuating that it runs in their family. There was not another way to take that. And that was when obviously Tamra's like, oh, didn't your father have a drinking problem? Which reminds me, I agree with you, Shannon. And it also reminds me that Shannon, I was so proud of her this episode. Now that bitch is in therapy and shit is working. She did not take the bait once this episode. She didn't get involved. She didn't let Tamra trigger her, and Tamra was triggering everybody.
Yeah.
I was so proud of little Shan.
Yeah.
Was Shannon's car crash thing DUI last season?
Yes. She's doing work on herself. You can tell. You really can.
You really should. If you are gonna like watch back, like I think that last season would give you everything that you need to know.
I'm going to.
Little Red said, hi, I'm back because I wanted to let you know Tamra knows how to pow, shoot her gun because her oldest son's ex-wife was a gun distributor. And I totally forgot that. She owned a gun store. So I think Tamra probably also, I think she just goes to shooting ranges or like has had experience of that with that period. But I think that her son's ex-wife having a gun store is also probably why she was a good shot. Julie Brown wrote a comment that I thought was really funny, and I'm going to tell you why at the end. I thought I was the only person who caught Heather popping food into her mouth like it was popcorn, and she was watching a tennis match. They've actually showed Heather as a spectator in fights at least twice now. I wonder why. Was it because it's funny, or is something else coming down the pike where they call her out for this behavior? Or maybe something happens that gets Heather activated. I guess we'll see. Great show, guys. Oh, I love that Mike is coming in to coming in with housewife factoids. It's like Housewives version of pop-up video. You may be too young to get the reference, but LOL, see you next week. We all got the reference, and I just want to let you know,
unfortunately,
it was pretty great that Julie Brown, who used to be a VJ, downtown Julie Brown, called out pop-up video.
Yeah.
Full circle moment.
I'm wondering, are you sure you're not downtown Julie Brown?
Yeah, really.
Correct.
Technically, I think pop-up video was on VH1.
It was, but don't ruin my joke.
Fine.
Oh, God. Thanks, Dad.
They're sister companies.
Yeah, exactly.
That's true.
Thanks.
Do you remember the rumor? Who was the VJ on MTV? Like the young brown hair girl?
Tabitha something.
I don't think it was Tabitha. Anyways, there was like a VJ on MTV, and there was
Kennedy?
No, she was a redhead, I think.
But the rumor was that she actually was the one that secretly owned MTV.
No, Sumner Redstone owned MTV.
No, but like
that's a conspiracy I could get down
this
with. Maybe
VJ.
she was a girlfriend.
Guys, do you know that Kurt Loder is 80?
I feel like Kurt Loder, someone asks me every year if I know that Kurt Loder is an age. Like, it has been the one, it's like, did we just decide that Kurt Loder is our tracking system for age forever?
He was our moral compass as a generation, and he still is mine. And I you gotta hold on, Kurt, because I can't have you going anywhere.
Martha Quinn had a rumor that she owned MTV. It's very funny.
That just goes to show the internet did not exist back then, because they would have debunked that in 2.5 seconds. I think this is Mary Aika Kent. I cut off the top of who said this, but I'm pretty sure it was Mary. She said, I don't like to talk about anybody's appearance, but please no. Oh, yes, it is Mary, because Mary used to be an ER nurse.
And is now a fucking playwright.
Yeah.
That's cool as hell.
Yeah, and maybe it wasn't ER, but she was a nurse, an RN.
An RN in
Yeah.
the emergency room or something.
Yes.
Surgery something.
And she said, I don't like to talk about anyone's appearance, but please, no one do filler. I mean, okay, you do you, but I'm just saying from a nurse, please don't put filler in your face. And I wrote back like, thank you. I couldn't agree more. I've had like celebrity makeup artists tell me this, plastic surgeons tell me this. Everyone says, say no to the filler. It's not the one. Okay, Meteor Wine. I was really excited to read this one. It said, to Courtney's point, New Jersey Italian is its own dialect. Mozzarella is mozzarella. Ricotta is rigot. Manicotti is manigot. Tomato sauce is gravy. I was never a gravy person. It was always sauce, like marinara sauce or bolognese. But this is very big in Jersey. Special version for Sunday is Sunday gravy or red lead. Capiche? So good. As far as the OC ladies go, you are killing me. Every time I thought I was out, you pull me back in. And that's the way we like it.
Yeah, Mike was trying to not do this at all. And now he's literally going back and watching other seasons.
Because I think that we need to provide a superior product for the people. And I don't want to be, I just like watching the episodes where I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about sucks. It sucks. It's a shitty product. And I don't want to offer that to the people.
Yeah, I appreciate that about you.
Doing some homework.
I just want to say something really quickly. My oldest bestie friend, Molly McBride, she is obviously Japanese. She close your eyes and imagine what a Molly McBride looks like. This is what she looks like. Blonde hair, freckles, blue eyes, like the cutest little Irish baby ever, okay? And she's in like a sea of guineas. And she just goes, I don't understand why you guys have to use an accent on specific words. Like,
I didn't either.
mozzarella and you're making it with rigot. And like, obviously that's not even how you say it, but she just heard it so much.
Yeah.
This little Irish baby in a sea of guineas. And she goes, it's not like we're eating. And I'm like, hey, Court, can you pass the cabbage?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying too. Like, we're all here now. Like, it's just, you're speaking English like plain Jane about everything else. Like, why does a word come out of nowhere demand
I'm going to do a salad with mozzarella. Like,
Yeah.
it makes no sense.
Mozzarella is not an English word.
but it's not, whatever she's saying is not how it's pronounced either.
Yeah, it's a big clusterfuck, and I always just thought that was such a funny commentary.
Yeah.
Like, can you pass the cabbage?
Yeah.
Roness said, I agree with the parent best friend thing. It does feel a bit off to me and cringe at times, though I didn't feel this way with Jenn and her angelic daughter. I think that label can put pressure on kids, especially if you also lean on them emotionally. They call that parentification, which I didn't know there was a term for it, but there's a term for everything, so it shouldn't surprise me. And it's a fine line not to go down that road with your kids. I think there should be a definite distinction between parents and friends. The parent-child relationship should not actually be equal in that sense, even though they can still be close and have fun together. But respect for the parent as wise and in charge is the key. There's someone else who wrote kind of like the opposing view on this. I have it somewhere in the comments where I will read it. And I just thought it was two sides of the same coin, and both I think are valid. And it's just kind of just reminds me why I love the show and going through the comments. Because when I read that, I was like, oh, yeah, that's it. And then someone else was talking about how they were so touched by you saying you and your mom are best friends. And I was like, oh, yeah, no, that's right. So it's just...
I do that.
It's why we have 3-hour conversations about a 42-minute show.
Totally. I just think that adults can be best friends with, like, it's one thing to be a kid and like have that where like there should be boundaries and there should be like, no, this is our roles. But like once you're in your 30s and 40s and like,
yeah, see, that's
there's
right.
There's like no reason to not be like what do you got to lose?
Cubby said, hi, my lovelies, just a few odds and ends. Shelley Long, after leaving Cheers, did a few movies, but one of which being The Money Pit, which was amazing. Go see it if you haven't. But her true focus became Family and A Quiet Life. She claims to have never regretted it, to the point where in 2024, she declined when the Cheers reunion was being organized. Hopefully she's happy. By the way, I knew none of that. Thank you so much. And I always am so in awe when people decide to do that. As for the Tamra Pink confessional, that reminds me of Meredith's Salt Lake City look, the breastplate. She says that her enormous implants of the past caused her pec muscles to detach from her chest. The doctors had to literally sew the muscles back on and then put in 150cc implant for it. Ouchie. And this makes me very thankful to my late mom for me inheriting her voluptuous rack. LOL, XO, meow. And I just thought all of that was so edifying.
Why could you ever imagine going and getting more work done after an implant did that to you?
Don't know.
Like,
don't know. And they are just
and they were
as big.
fine. They were fine.
No, they were great. And now she went back to her original big bosoms that she got rid of in the beginning of the show because she didn't like them.
Yeah, and I have a hard time believing that like newer, bigger ones now at a later stage in life are going to be any nicer to your insides than they were 20 years ago. So let's go with God, I guess, and do whatever. But that just seems really painful, and you already know what you've already gone through it. So.
Yeah, it's mindless to me. Like, why are we not doing deeper thought on this?
Yeah.
Y'all got to watch this. Said I hit the hype button when Courtney did her Gretchen impression, and so I just want to say you're welcome, guys. We'll get naked for hype points.
My mom keeps texting me, "How do you hype something?"
So sweet.
Where do you hype it?
I'll make you a screen record video, Mom and Gina, and I send to you, but I'm sure you already did that.
I didn't.
Oh, okay. Then I will do it. Nishless Boomer wrote, okay, I really want to be on the couch for this. Is this sexless point that Mike raises? It's actually a profound discussion. Yes, the use of the word housewife is dated. However, I actually find the women fascinating, courageous, outspoken, and standing up for themselves all the time. And since I could use some pointers in that, I'm hooked and taking notes. To me, if they were meek, subservient, always pinning their values on their men, that would be sexist. I don't see that here. And I happen to agree with that point.
So I would love for Nisha's Boomer to grab a bottle of wine and meet us on this couch and chat, because I think that it's an interesting conversation too. I will push back on they stick up for themselves, because all we known them to do is stick up for themselves off of a bunch of baseless bullshit reality TV show claims, right? Like, all we do is talk about, like, is that real? That's not real. Oh, that's fucking stupid. It's all dumb, right? Like, is Tamra coming to work, or did someone hurt her? She's probably coming to work. They're all probably coming to work, right? So, like, I'm great points. I don't like that one, because they're not standing up for themselves to like the man or the greater evils in life. They're standing up to each other based off some
whack on whack crime.
Yeah, it's whack on whack crime based off a thing that isn't even real in the first place.
I just want to tell you, a lot of it is, but it all isn't. And I think what Nisha's Boomer is talking about is like when Gina was filming the show when she found out her husband was having an affair. So like standing up and like finding her way out of that kind of relationship. what's her name, Kyle Richards on Beverly Hills, is ending like a 30-year marriage with 4 children involved. She also was dealing with a sister who was struggling with alcoholism. Like, it's not all phony. Are you trying to move the mic, Minnie? Do you have something to say? She doesn't think it's sexist. That's what she wants to say.
I think she does.
Like,
she has a problem with it.
I've been telling you, hi, excuse me, I'm ready. I have things.
That's the wrong end, Minnie. It's the wrong end.
I'm not saying that that's totally incorrect, but there are moments of these women really like standing up for themselves and moving forward and doing stuff that's not just this BS.
100%, which is something we talk about too. I think Truth brought it up originally. Is, our tagline is deep diving shows with no depth, or deep dives on shows with no depth. And these shows fucking surprise you. And they'll give you a ton of depth if you pay attention and,
I'm at the, it was Lee Armstrong who said, Natalie, I love that your mom is your bestie. I was 42 when my mama and bestie died at 66. I wasn't prepared. But my daughter is 28 and we are best friends now. Love you guys and we love you.
Yeah.
And I just thought that was, a great point. Also, that's why, again.
I replied to Nishless Boomer. I don't know what I said, but that's what I meant. And I'm sticking by it.
Sandy with Cats wrote, I just want to point out that Shannon did not hit John's house with her car. It was a stranger's house down the road. And thank you for clarifying that. But Archie was in the car and Sandy is annoyed. You are annoyed and we all are. America is annoyed that Archie was in the car.
My grandfather was killed by a drunk driver, so I'm not a big fan of the drunk drivers.
Yeah,
no. But listen, super sad about my grandpa dying, but if you got your fucking pet in the car, that's next. Like, I will beat your ass. I will fight
that was
you.
a new detail for me. And I remember being like, I feel very different about this.
Yeah, like
because if you want to,
shit.
and I also thought she plowed into John's house, who I think that guy sucks. So I didn't really care about
Wait,
that.
Is that the fame chasing ex-boyfriend?
Yes.
Got it.
John Jansen.
Yeah, I wouldn't have minded that. But even a kid kid's got a car seat with 2 seatbelts, he's really fine. What, the pupper? Did the pupper have a fucking seatbelt?
The pupper
He doesn't have a pupper seat.
Fuck, yeah.
Doesn't even have a pup cup.
A pupper seat, no pup cup, no kitty seat, no kit cup.
Dude, that's a smackdown.
That's it. You're up.
Beep, beep, beep. Oh, sorry. I didn't.
No, that is not.
Sorry, Truth. Didn't mean to tease you.
False alarm, guys.
False alarm. Nishless Boomer.
Together.
Is Tamra being a supportive mom? Sure. Could she have another reason? Pushing Sophia into a possible next gen LA? That would certainly be on brand for T, and she could bargain for a producer credit on top of it. Mm-hmm. That wine is working. That's a great point. I didn't even think of it until I read that thing.
I just want to let you know I had a great response to that, and I just let Nishless know. I think this is two truths. 2 things can be true here.
Yeah.
Oh, were you going to read that?
I wasn't.
Oh, okay, sorry. I didn't know if I was cutting you off.
No, you did have a good response.
I agree that absolutely she's gunning for that 100%, but also Tamra also is that mom, even if Next Gen wasn't on the horizon. But don't get me wrong. I think she wants her kid on Next Gen LA.
Yeah.
Shannon Fall, I think what you're seeing on Tamra's lower gyms is called crepe skin. With all due respect, Shannon, it's jums. 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 Natalie has nice jums.
Thank you for using it in a sentence.
You're
Can you
welcome.
spell it now?
You're welcome. I did. Jums. Yeah.
Thanks, Grandma Nell.
Yep. All right. I love you, but this is a couple comments that I was like, oh, I know someone like that. Shannon Fall said, either we need to be concerned about Gretchen's memory or she's not actually listening when other people are talking. Mary says, I don't think she is listening. I think you nailed it. I think she is only thinking about what she's going to say or about what Slade has told her to say. She's not paying attention. There's only one part of that really makes sense. But Nat, you always say that. I'm not listening or not paying attention. I'm thinking about the thing I'm going to respond to, and Natalie does that.
But then you're not listening or paying attention if you're thinking.
Thank you, Courtney.
No, it's because listen. I know I'm speaking to someone out there. I'm thinking that I might be able to stop the rest of this argument by going, no, that's actually not what happened. That's actually not what I meant at all. That's what I'm thinking I'm going to do right now. Why would I let you continue on, keep going and going when right off the bat, I already know you've got the wrong idea about something and maybe this will negate an argument. They don't like that. They want you to let them keep on going.
Who's they?
You. That'd be you.
That was meant to be a funny thing, not an argument.
But I know that there's other people out there that do this because I cannot be the only one. It is such a natural, instinctual thing to want to interject when someone just has it totally wrong. And I feel like you would rather get your whole thing out. And I'm like, but why would you want to keep an argument going that might actually be able to be stopped at this point? Some people like to argue. Some people don't.
I do not.
Yeah, I do not.
This one loves it.
Oh my
Carrie Peacock.
My whole thing was just to explain that I do not.
He was just kidding.
Carrie Peacock. What a pleasant treat for Tuesday. Also, thank you, Natalie, for saying what I was thinking about Tamra's confession look with that plunging neckline. Not a good look for 4K. I just thought the 4K thing was super funny.
No, it looks like you could just poke it with your nail and it would all come flying out.
It really does look like a breast implant of yesteryear.
Yeah.
Like what people got in like the 80s, early 90s.
Yeah. And then when I know that you were saying that it's the
muscle detachment.
That the skin looks so much worse because of the self-tanner. And I'm just looking at it like it's in a tanning bed or people that are just like out there rubbing coconut oil and just out, remember people used to have those things that were like the reflection would come back,
From something about Mary?
Yeah, women used to really do that.
No, my grandma had that.
Yeah, no, I think my mom did the same thing.
And then what's the guy, the real tan actor guy?
George Hamilton.
Yeah.
He did
that.
This
is so fun. Keep going. What else?
Yeah, dude.
So that's what I was thinking.
Schmo's so impressed right now.
When you say the implants of yesteryear, I'm thinking of all of those things of yesteryear, but the modern day would be self-tanner, not a fucking tanning bed.
Danielle Warren, love you three. So happy to see Mike and love hearing him say the word tattoo. I get it. I love it. I knew you would.
You didn't say tattoo one time during the tattoo scene.
Oh, well, listen, I had other things on my mind, like this fucking kid dying and no one talking about it. Yeah. Thank you for saying what I'm thinking and restoring balance in the crazy world of augmented reality TV. I thought that line was pretty funny.
See, people know what I say. People know what I'm saying.
I think
someone's gonna say, I know what you mean about.
I think they're talking about me, but that's all right.
No,
I'm kidding. Another Shannon
I never
Fall.
think it's about me.
Taking your emotional support cat to France is a vibe. 100 and one I want to get with. I would like to take a cat everywhere with me.
I would like to go to France.
I just did. I took my cat out on a walk around my neighborhood
you said
in
that.
the backpack. She did so great. I'm going to keep doing it. And it's a really good workout because that thing's fucking heavy.
Yeah. B?
No. No. I took Teddy. But still, no. Oh my God.
It's like a Mount Everest backpack that they use to climb.
I literally make it to my mailbox and
back.
You
look like Teresa during her bodybuilder days after one walk around the block with B.
Totally. It was so cute though. I brought her up to dogs and she just sat there and met him. She's great.
Yeah.
Adventure cat.
Adventure kitten.
Venture kittens. Sorry, that needs Venture Kittens needs a
Really
Sorry,
good.
Mike.
Yeah, so we talked about this before, but Mary just being a playwright a playwright now. I don't know why I thought that was super cool.
No, same.
The counter that everyone misses their flights. It's a counter in Austria for people who thought they booked a flight to Australia. Speaking of kids who don't read good. Emily Hayes, I'm so happy to see you all back together. I love that you're a cyclist, Mike. Shout out to the two-wheelers.
Oh my God, I have.
You're not sending anybody anything. Stop
really quickly. Actually, well, it probably won't even be that funny because I should have taken more video of it. But we were just up north at my grandmother's memorial, and we always stop in this place in winters that looks like it's just the most perfect, idyllic.
It's a movie set. It's a legitimate movie
group
set.
of restaurants and cafes and farmers market and coffee shop.
Little Main Street.
And we normally are coming back on a weekday, but we were coming back on a Sunday, I think, this time.
Yeah.
And so
What town is it?
It's called Winters.
Oh my God, even the name.
No, it's insane.
Oh, you live in Winters?
We go to Puta Creek Cafe, which Mike likes to call Puta Creek Cafe. But there's a coffee shop right across. All the cyclists were out. So all the guys were walking. They had their bikes. They had their spandex. They were all in their shoes with the clunk, clunk, clunk things on them.
Did you come in your pantalones?
Dude,
But like
listen.
opposite, because he was like embarrassed that he's like, I should have like, I think he wanted to bro out.
I did.
And was like, all we had to tell the people who Mike was is that Mike does have a bike rack, like a fucking fancy ass bike rack, like on the back of his Jeep. And so if you saw that, you would see it. And I was like, well, at least they're seeing your bike rack. He goes, yeah, but that's a mountain bike rack. It's like, and these guys are street bikes. And like, they're going to think like, oh, bro, you read mountain bikes. But like, no, bro, I'm like you guys.
I had to get my
like-
Shimano hat and put it on just in case. And
Yeah.
like,
You couldn't just go up to them and start talking?
no, that's weird.
No, it had to be like, he needed to be.
He needed to be on a bike.
and like, or at least like in
And I didn't have my outfit on.
the fact that like
I
your
didn't have my
shoes weren't-
uniform.
The fact that your shoes weren't making a glunk, glunk,
Yeah, it
glunk,
wasn't
glunk,
click clack,
yeah.
clickety clacketing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Why didn't you just do that?
I have
couldn't.
some. I think I have some of it on video that I took, but it was just like a last minute thought where I lifted it to, like there's fucking 90 of them there, and I think I probably got a couple
That's
in the
really
video. Mike's so bummed he doesn't have his bike.
He needs all of his friendies to know. I'm like you guys.
See you next weekend. Ride or die. It's so classic. Yeah, one dude had a custom painted S-Works. Dude, this shit was probably 20 grand for this bicycle. So
This
awesome.
place is real nice. Why don't we move here?
That's what I said. We're moving.
Okay, yeah.
We're moving the pod.
We're moving the
What
pod.
is that?
Don't
We're
leave me
going to
hanging. We're
Winters.
moving
Don't
the
worry about
pod.
it. We're bringing the cats. It's going to be great. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
That's terrible.
There we go.
And then you'll have your bike gear. You could be in your uniform, and all the peeps will know. Wow, this is
pumped.
Charm City, and I'm the mayor.
If you started at one end and you walk to the other end of town, they'll call you for breakfast because that's how long it takes. Not long. So yeah, Emily, back on. And this is my last one from Shannon. Cheers, bitches. Have fun on your bikes, dudes. And we will if you guys ever make it out here. We're going on a bike ride at the beach. We are. Spandex only.
Minnie, you look so incredibly adorable right now. I love her.
I'm telling you, ever since I saved her life, I think she knows it.
I just want everyone to know if mysteriously one day Mike and Nat end up dead, I did it because I get Minnie if they both die.
I wouldn't even be mad. I'd be like, yeah, no.
It makes sense, right? You
worth
would
it.
understand.
Yeah, no.
Do you have that written down in a will somewhere? Maybe you should just say it now because what if
Oh yeah, this can be binding. Yeah,
Yeah, this is legally binding.
Minnie goes to Courtney, even if Mike stays alive, Minnie goes to Courtney.
Whatever. Dude, if Mike stays alive, Mike, Minnie, and Foof are going to Courtney. I'll stay with the cats in
It's
the
a
little
package deal. You got
in
that
the
extra
little
room,
thing.
don't
Yeah,
you?
exactly.
By the way, I have a house guest right now and he's never leaving, so I get that you get some good
He
treatment
probably
there.
needs a friend.
Yeah. Calista Charmaine says, I don't know if anybody cares, but I have an update on the Golden Cage winner.
I told her, ask away. I'll answer what I can. I don't know what
you already
yeah.
replied.
What is the
there.
Golden Cage?
It's a reality show. It's a reality show from Holland, I believe, or overseas that
Yes.
Alpha are
Oh
not
yeah,
Alpha,
yeah,
but,
yes, that's right, that's right. I feel like she brought this up.
yeah.
Yeah,
In a
we
comment
talked
before.
about it before. That's why I'm bringing
That's
it up
right,
again.
okay.
He won 1.35 million euros in 2007 and put it in the bank, in a bank that went bankrupt in 2008. Talk about karma. Mike, do you still have an NDA with the company? I have questions. I love that Calista also just realized that you're friend with Whitney Port's husband, which I think is that's all I want to call Timmy now.
Is Whitney
Is
Port's
Whitney
husband.
Port's husband? I'm
That's
just
all
gonna call him that.
everyone
That's
calls
all you
Timmy.
are. It's
As
just
soon
Whitney
as they
Port's
found that
husband,
out
Timmy.
at work, that's all, Meg and they were like, "Oh my god, your friend was Whitney Port's." I'm like, his name's Tim. He's one of my best
they're
friends.
not.
It's Whitney
We don't know what
Port's
his
We
name
call him
is.
Timmy.
Calista was also so happy that you know how to pronounce her name correctly.
Oh yeah,
It's so sweet.
I know.
You and Mike. I don't know who said it first.
What was
It was a high five.
Yeah, we're not good at
you
the
wanna
high
wait
fives
for
tonight. It's so sad, pathetic.
I think I went on a tangent about when you're having like a month's or years long affair. Like even the girl in Jersey, Margaret, when she was like, "No, I was sleeping with my contractor for like 4 years or something." I don't think it was that long, but it was like a really fucking long time. Like it's it just bugs me when people stay in their marriages and have like years or even several months long of an affair. Like, I really think you could find a moment to say like, by the way, I'm not happy. I'm going to go.
This isn't working.
Yeah. And so that's what Harris was responding to when he said, are you trying to insinuate that Tom Sandoval should have broken up with Ariana before he gave Raquel his most extra? What a concept.
God, that was good, Harris.
That was. Okay, Jeanette Allen. I think she's responding to me. I think I said that like people are like, Tamra doesn't care. I'm like, no, Tamra really does care. Jeanette says, Tamra does care. Nobody is that into themselves. If they do not care, she hides behind that. Don't think she likes herself as much as she would have us believe. Pretty packages, easy to keep up appearances, harder to change inner core. Mike, good one on the tattoo. On the tattoo.
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 Hello.
Help is on the way.
First, but probably not the last comment. Since I've been listening to your brilliant podcast, I've realized I am very opinionated. You don't say. Nobody here is. That's
We
not
all
why we
are.
started
Yeah,
this.
you're
Right?
in very,
You
very good
found your
company.
friends.
Minnie just tried to steal the mic tonight.
Yeah,
That's how
she really
opinionated
did.
everyone
She
in this
knows
room
That's
speak
is.
true.
English.
She's like, what is wrong with you guys? Sunset Harp says, when you get to a certain age, less is more. Moisturize, moisturize, moisturize.
Brava.
Yeah.
Great advice, great advice, great advice.
Yes. I'm closing it out with truth for peace for freedom.
Wait, Mike, you got to do yours.
Dude, who can go after that?
Woo! Woo! She did it. You missed it. So good.
Okay, this is a mashup. I know it's bad form to make a negative comment about a woman's body, but I'm going to make an exception since it's Tamra. Asshole. You've got an asshole exception too, Truth. That's the truth. I want to give her a compliment first to soften the blow before I take my shot. I think she has a God-given natural beauty. Absolutely. That she's slowly paying to have stripped away. A few years ago, I went as Dolly Parton for Halloween. I bought huge plastic hard breasts for $10 to complete my outfit. That cheap piece reminds me of Tamara's melons. She's got them on display like they are some surgeon's masterpiece. Hard, plastic, cheap. That's what I see when she has her gazongas shoved in my face, kind of like her personality.
Truth is brilliant. I actually, as you're reading this, I'm thinking she's got to be in Mensa.
Yeah.
Like, right. Correct me if I'm wrong. Don't, because I just want to believe that.
Yeah,
You are
it is.
so brilliant. It's a joke.
Yeah.
And by the way, I've been trying
And so funny.
And so funny. I've been trying to think of what is the exact visual of her coconuts. And Truth nailed it. It is the plastic
Yeah.
like shirt insert.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
10 out of 10.
Do you put your regular jums inside those things if you're going on
Well,
Halloween?
you'd have
Where
to.
else
What,
would
you
they
could you
go,
slice them off
Mike?
before you leave the house?
I'm just going to take them off for tonight so I could wear the fake. They have to.
Yeah, that's not a thing yet.
Continue.
I saw Tamara on Watch What Happens Live, and she is either incredibly unaware and annoying with sucking up all the airtime, or she was blasted out of her mind. She was on something. She talked over Adriana and Andy. Then she gave us some dumb duck lips to end out the show. She is almost getting to the point for me where she's unwatchable. I hope that she sees herself as unwatchable at a certain point, because even that whole thing was weird. She kept trying to kind of, we talked about this already. She kept trying to kind of bot back and forth with Andy, but he wasn't having it. Like
Yeah.
when that was the one where she said, I have to be mean. And he's like, nobody fucking told you that, Tamra.
Has Jax Taylor from Vanderpump and the Valley set a new standard or bar for what is unwatchable? Like, until you get to Jax, you're fine.
Yeah, I think that might.
Which is
be-
like that.
There's
Tamara's
been
got a long way to go.
Yeah, because I don't want Tamara to get fired. I wanted, what's this fuck? Obviously, I was like praying for it every day.
We all were.
Yeah.
There have been other people that they have not been Jack's level, but they've gotten to the point where you're just like, I can't. Like, I love pizza, but I've eaten pizza every day
Yeah.
for the last 90 days. Like, I gotta throw a salad in there.
But we know what the breaking point is now.
Oh, domestic violence. That's great.
Like, but that's
The breaking
that's
point
kind
is
of my
literally
point.
a breaking
That's
point.
kind of my
that's
point,
crazy.
though, is that like a breaking point for someone to be unwatchable or
Yeah.
fireable is literal domestic.
Yeah, I mean, if Russell
Yeah.
didn't kill himself, he would never have been on the show again.
But also,
Taylor's husband in
Yeah,
Beverly
yeah.
Hills.
Bravo didn't fire him when they found out about that, though.
True.
They waited until we all found out about it, and then everybody was like on strike or protesting, and the comment sections were out of control.
And they found the Ring camera footage of him shoving her in the bushes.
Yeah,
And they were
it
like,
really took
"Shit."
everything.
And by found, Brittany sent it to them.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, again though, my
Yeah.
point being, like,
yeah.
like when you're like, oh, Jack's being an example for Tamra, like not wanting to know who hurt Tamra
Yeah.
because of Jack. Well, like she's got a ways to go. Like,
Yeah.
you got to be pretty fucking.
No,
bad.
she does. I think that the most that I want for Tamra now is I just want everyone to basically be like, none of us are sitting next to you at the reunion. Like that's where I want. Like if she continues on this route, I want there to be an
put out the
upheaval like
reunion
from the cast.
Repercussions.
No, I
from
just
the
I want
cast.
yeah, from the cast, not from Bravo, not from Andy. I want it to be like from the group of people that are like almost like an
Yeah,
intervention.
take a stand, ladies.
Yeah.
You know what's right.
Yeah.
She does this stuff to all of you.
Yeah.
And it bothers all of you. The problem is you just all haven't gotten aligned
Yeah.
for the cause to
Yeah.
be like, you need to learn this lesson.
Because all she's going to do right now is just like right now, she's as of next episode is when she's going to go meet up with Katie. So she's only meeting up with Katie because she just had a party where
Correct.
she literally fought with every single person. Like, oh, that's an interesting timing for you to now call the girl that like you started this whole thing with,
But this is what's so crazy to me. When Tamara's like, oh, I'm going to go see Katie because I really believe that she did that. Gretchen did say all of this stuff and Katie's just basically reporting
Yeah.
the truth. Great. We all think that Gretchen did that. But I have news for you, Tamara. Even if you thought that Katie was completely lying and there was no way that Gretchen
Yeah.
in reality really said this, you would still be
Yes.
saying you believed Katie because it bodes well for you. It
Yeah.
is a point for you and
Yeah.
against Gretchen. So you're not proving anything by creating this stupid offshoot of a storyline. Like
Yeah.
you already believe it. You don't need to go meet with her.
That reminds me of one thing that I forgot about earlier. When she is pissed at Jenn, or when she's pissed at Jenn for following the producer, like I loved how they were all like, why'd you follow him? That's just Jenn, like, well, I think in the after show, Jenn does say like, oh, I was kind of just hoping he would like say something back to me or whatever. But all the other girls would do is do all those things, but not follow him. They would try to get, they're all checking him out for the same reason and trying to figure, they're probably looking at him from their burner account. Jenn just goes on and hits follow because like, why not? Because she's just kind of dumb and whatever. But they would all do the same thing. Their big issue about the follow thing, I just thought was funny because they would all be doing the same thing as her, but they would be even sneakier and slyer about it by not following. And she's just the one who outright did it. So the argument was just so fucking stupid.
Correct.
Like, you dumb ding dongs. Okay, let's see. Where am I here? And I don't want to make fun of Eddie. I just want to give him some friendly advice. As always.
Change your shoes.
Yeah, that too. I don't think, she probably didn't notice it because his teeth are like blinding.
Although I am happy Eddie got veneers. For some reason, his teeth always really...
Yeah. There should be a litmus test after undergoing your veneer procedure to make sure they fit properly. It should be required to say, Sally sells seashells down by the seashore. Take as much time as you need to say this phrase. If you have a lisp while saying this, that means your teeth don't fit right. Eddie definitely has a lisp now. I don't remember him having this in previous episodes. Congratulations, your teeth are glaringly white, but now you can't pronounce the letter S. Emily calls Gretchen Gretchers as she treats her like crap. It's like a psychological mind trick. You assume someone likes you if they give you a nickname, so you lower your defenses around them as you're making yourself vulnerable for attack. Emily is so transparent with her trickery. I bet she's thinking, was this enough to buy me another season? The only friendship that feels authentic with her is Gina. For me, she needs to up her game. The food in the purse was a nice trick, but she needs to razzle-dazzle just a bit more. About the great corn versus couscous debate, I think they are both wrong. I have my money on garbanzo beans. I bet that's what that dish was. Okay, yeah, that's it. That's all. That's it.
We did it.
Yeah.
We did 3 shows this week.
Yeah, we're never doing that again, let me tell you.
No, that's too, unless we are getting paid. Then
No,
we'll
that's
have
the
the time
thing.
to do it.
I would love to put out 4 shows a week. It is a lot of work, and it is the only reason that we care that our subscribers stay and that we keep on keeping on, and that everyone shares as much as they can, because if we just had even just one extra editor, we could do so many more shows. and it's all so you'll have content. So
Yeah, it's all for you.
yeah.
So like, subscribe, tell a friend.
Yeah.
Tell people you don't even consider a friend. I don't care.
Just share it as much as you possibly can on your socials if it makes sense for you.
And if it doesn't make sense for you, still
Make it
share
make sense.
Yeah, exactly. Don't talk people out of sharing. Sharing is caring.
It's like in Friday when the mom tells what's his name to go get cigarettes for her, and he hands her $2, and he goes, "This ain't enough," and she goes, "Make it enough."
Exactly.
That's how you do
Make it enough.
Make it enough.
Bye.
Bye.
Ciao, ciao. Love ya.